Hello people of Earth, it's your pal the Orbital Outcast, Rad Gnarly, coming your way with another low-key broadcast. Today is Thursday, and you know what that means. We have 3 more GWA shows to go before the big reboot in Fire Pro Wrestling World. But first I'd like to say hello to everyone in chat or checking us out on VOD. No matter where or when you happen to be in this great big old world of ours, happy to have you with us, and hopefully it finds you well. Yep, as I said, we are winding down our experience with GWA Gen 1, so to speak. And normally I pre-book the event and we skip right to the action. What's going on, Ooh? Nice to see you. Thanks for announcing yourself as always. Alright, as I said, normally we pre-book the event, but because we only have like a handful, less than a handful, we got, like I said, 3 more to go in this first generation of our wrestling universe, and I thought we'd kick it old school a little bit, and you could watch me book the card first. I have my notes handy. Hang on. So this is my digital notepad. And once I have the card set and everything in order, I write little notes on this so that I can then update later my clipboard of notes on information about this. It's titled Production Notes Yo, because it's good to be professional. And this keeps track of like who the champions are, which titles are going to be defended which weeks, who we have in from other promotions. A big second page full of like our full roster, who's in which stable, whether they're face or heel alignment, junior or heavyweight, so on and so forth. Just a lot of information that I could technically just keep in a Word document on my computer, but I just felt better to have, you know, for reals. Nice tactile sensation. Hey, GR, nice to see you as well. Hope you're having a good day. Yeah, we're actually going to book the card live on this one. I got notes, though, as to what is going to be happening. Let's start with our main event and book backwards like we normally do. Okay, so in our finale, we determined a #1 contender to Finn Balor's GWA Heavyweight Championship. So we're going to put Finn Balor here. And their champion, as determined in that, I think, 8-person #1 contender tag match we had last week, was industry leader Hollywood hunk Jack Howard. Now, take a look at these stats, by the way. If you look at, like, attack and defense, S is as high as you can possibly go. Obviously, Daniel Bryan proving to be a B+ player in some aspects, currently their defense, but they also have a bit of a gammy neck there, it seems. Well, that's too bad. Anyway, we're booking the Hollywood the Hollywood hunk Jack Howard, who has A's and A's on attack and defense, is in great condition. 6'5", 260, package pile driver finish, pop up. Oh yep, uses all of those. The rodeo stretch, and that weird submission that they move, and S popularity in America. So that is going to bring 2,700 people in total in a football stadium that holds 65K. Doing great. Thanks very much for asking. Okay, so that's, again, just the first of many title matches. First I book all the title matches that I have written down, because that's normally what I just keep track of. And then what I try to do is shift the title matches down the card so that they're all spaced sort of evenly and in spots that I sort of like. And then I'll fill the card in with the remainder of the matches. Now, even once that's finished, I might reorder the matches a little bit, because you can tell in the audience forecast section there on the oh, I should point this way, on the right, right there at the top, above expenses. The amount of people that'll show up will change based on who you have in which slot in the card and stuff like that. So you have to pay attention to popularity and a whole bunch of other things that it took me years to figure out. Okay. I mean, years of playing games like this. The first version of Fire Promoter was on a Game Boy Advance Fire Pro game that was only available in Japan, so in order for me to play it, it had to be emulated, and thanks to the glorious Fire Pro community online, was translated into English. Okay. Still, it's a difficult learn. Steep learning curve. Okay. We got Balor, Howard. Next, it says that we're scheduled to defend the 6-person tag team championships, but I think we're going to hold off until next week, because I got a whole plan for an entire show to see who survives and becomes 6-person tag team champs. So let's put the tag belts on the line. Ooh, I got an idea. We have Bray Wyatt and Darby Allin representing Camp Firefly as our tag team champions, and we have a real popular tag team that has just been tearing things up lately. Oh boy. It's gonna be, let's see, Naito in there first. It's gonna be Naito and Brock Lesnar. It's Darby Allin and the Fiend Bray Wyatt. Boom. Very popular wrestlers. Another 3,000 people showed up. There, we're at 10% capacity for 2 matches. We're going to have to do a lot better than that, but we're off to a pretty decent start so far. Okay, match number 3. Ah, yes, we have some friends in. The Stardom Junior Champion, Taka Michinoku, in from New Japan Pro Wrestling. As I said, I'm going to stack all the title matches together at first, and then I'll space them out. Has a contender in Mark Andrews, who is with the Major League Grapplers. Right here. Okay, what outfit would you like to wear? Well, like that, nice and bright. Very contrasting to, I'm sure Taka's going to be in dark trunks. Alright, now we've crossed into the 5-digit territory, and there we need to remain. Penta needs a challenger. Oh, and I have definitely oh, hang on. AJ Styles, come on down. We got to put this Impact belt on the line because we're trying to get it back into Impact. So we have a friend in from Impact for exactly that reason. Please welcome our challenger for the day. All right, Jessica Havoc. The Havoc Death Machine has come in. Tombstone finish. What do we got? Side drop neck breaker, neck hanging bomb, top rope tombstone is a signature move, as well as a choke slam. Okay, Jessica Havoc versus AJ Styles for the Impact Championship. I like that outfit best. That's fun. Okay, that'll be on the card tonight, and now we need a challenger for Penta. Where are you? Penta's Freelance Championship. Yeah, need a challenger for Penta. Okay, I'm gonna leave that open for now and go to our last title match, at least the last one I have booked here. The GCW belt is always on the line. The Game Changer title is always on the line. Current champion Xavier Woods. That just brought 2,000 people. Xavier Woods showing up. He's being challenged by another guest that we have with us. Not Keno from Noah. We have a singles match with him later. Evil is in from New Japan Pro Wrestling. And they are here to challenge Xavier Woods. Wow, 5,000 people showed up to see Evil versus Xavier Woods. Might need to move that up the card. Okay. Now, do I have anything else? I gotta fill the other 4 matches. So, let's start spacing these things out. I like the GCW title there going to break, because we have a guest in. Unfortunately, the freelance title isn't very popular, so I can put Penta down to here for the moment. Now, looking at the second half of the card, extremely popular wrestlers, so we're going to want to pair these together because they're together with our main championships. Definitely going to move that up. See, it hasn't really made a difference so far. Yeah. Okay, that hasn't made a difference whatsoever. What about putting down here then? It sames. If I back you up. Hang on. Okay, look at that number. 25,429. If I back them off of the semi-main event slot, more people show up. Isn't that weird? Okay, but what if I put, say, the AJ Styles match here then? Same amount of people show up. Okay, so I'm going to back that title match off a little bit more, give a little space there. We'll maybe put a #1 contenders match here, full of stars. That will jack up the attendance. Okay, so we got a bunch of title matches clogging up the first half. What if I open the show with AJ Styles? Would less people show up? We're currently at 25266. This is the fun that I get up to, booking these things off air. By the way, it's finding my title matches. Nope, same amount of people show up. So we're going to open up with AJ Styles Havoc for the Impact Championship. That should start off hot. Very interesting match there. Yeah, it looks like we're going every other match again. Title match, something, title match, something, title match, and then we go to break in my head. And then we go title match, something, title match, something, title match. So technically 2 back-to-back, but there's that head cannon. There's that head cannon of the intermission. Because after you see Evil and Xavier Woods, you can go, wow, and then you go get your snacks. We would have like a 15-minute, everyone can walk around, get some merch or whatever. Come back strong with Taka Michinoku, Mark Andrews for the Stardom Junior belt. Okay, definitely going to finish off with our main title. in the main event. Now we can fill out the rest of the card. So like I said, we also have Keno in from Noah in a singles match. Where's our tag title match? Okay, that's there. There's a lot of singles going on. So maybe we'll just slide that in here. I like to keep the #1 contender matches later, you know, like of importance, like as you go up the card. So like I'm probably going to put the #1 contender junior match here, and then the #1 contender heavyweight title match here for what belts I'm not quite sure yet. I'll take a look at that. I might just determine a new #1 contender for the GWA belt, because the next time we're going to do a show where more than one belt is on the line, it's going to be our final show of the season, so all of the belts are going to be on the line. So we'll see what's what. Which unfortunately leaves us, sadly, unable to feature a large portion of our roster, because we're going to see a lot of singles matches, and a couple tags, and maybe use half the people we have on staff, but unfortunately that's just the way it goes when you can only book 10 matches, or when you can't do like separate crews, or you know, can only book one match a month. Anyway, okay, so we're going to put this featured singles match down here in the 2 spot and see what happens. This is another trial match for new signee Drew McIntyre. Here you go. Drew, where are you? Oh, hang on. Let's do no affiliation. There you are. There you are, latest signee with no affiliation. Has a trust level of D. I don't understand why. We're giving them every opportunity to prove themselves. You need to prove yourselves to us as well, sir. So we're going to go ahead and get Drew McIntyre in the ring, and we're going to put them against their guest in from Noah. Keno, bring them in. Nice, love it. Man, whoever makes these edits always does such a great job. Always make sure to include like multiple costumes. Just can't say enough good things. Okay, we need a challenger to Penta LCRM before we go any further. So let's see. We've used all our. We've made use of all our friends here. Yep, everybody that we brought here is going to be booked in. Fingers crossed, of course, that everyone shows up. So this literally is everybody that we have on the roster, and I'm going to hit the start button, as you can see down there at the bottom. It says random select. So I'm just going to go hit start and see who we get, and if it's a good match, we'll go for it. This is also something I do every once in a while, just when I'm like, oh, you know what? Nuts to that. I see a name. Luchasaurus. On their path of redemption, after having so many injuries at the hands of their GWA opponents. Look at that. They got a pretty good attack, a pretty good defense, and they're in good condition. The time is now if Luchasaurus is ever going to get a single strap. Tonight's the night. Okay. So we have about 38,000. We're only about half full. And we have how many matches to book? 3, I think? Maybe 2? 3. We got 3 matches to book. So we're going to start booking a 6-person tag, the winner of which gets a crack at, let's say, just for the sake of argument, let's say Asuka's Stardom Championship. She just beat Miro for it. So this one, the winner of this gets to challenge Asuka. Now what I like to do here is pick someone at random from the unaffiliated slot, at least one. You know what? Yeah, let's put Marufuji in there. They're listed as a junior, but they can work heavy very easily. I love that one of their outfits is keeping that tape on their shoulder. A constant bullseye. Alright, Marufuji's going to start things off. And their partner. Now we're going to start, you know, kind of hemming and hawing between the stables, specifically. So we already have the industry being represented in the main event, plus the 6-person tag champions, who are these 3 people here, are going to be heavily featured in next month's card, because it's going to be all centered around the 6-person championship. So we're going to leave them off now to give them a little time to rest, because they do have the champion's advantage. So we're going to put Tyler Bate in the junior one, maybe. So we're going to leave everybody off of here. Don't need to worry about that. Walter has been put in these matches fairly often and has nothing to show for it. Daniel Bryan and Walter both have orange necks, you can see, as well, so they're not feeling too hot. Gargano and Gresham are juniors. I'm considering Hashimoto, but again, and I don't want to sound like, you know, these are things we need to consider in these politically correct PC charged times we have. I don't want to put all the Japanese people on one team, type of thing. So we're going to move along a little bit more. Let's see who we have in Firefly. There we go. Wardlow usually gets involved in here, but again, neck isn't looking too hot. Okay. How are you, Los Ricos? Oh, look at the popularity of Zeus. But again, I don't want to put... Ray would be a good teammate. We're going to go Shane Taylor. Looking good, feeling good. Major League... Oh, let's back up here. That's it for now. Major League Grapplers, maybe? How's Miro doing? Yeah, Miro gets a chance to bounce back. Miro gets another opportunity to win his belt back if he gets to be on the winning side of things here. So I feel like that's a fair move for him. Oh my gosh, there's his AEW debut attire. Just pretend that that's Mickey Mouse on his chest. That's hilarious. Okay, let's just go with that. And they will be facing... Oof, that whole team only brought in 2,000 people. That's unfortunate. They will be facing... Now, there's nothing against, say, putting Daichi Hashimoto on the other side of the equation. That just turns into smart booking somehow. Let's go back to the no affiliates. With no affiliation. Who has been doing well? You know, Josh's Alexander has been doing pretty well so far. They were... Either they were GCW champion or in contention for it fairly recently. I do love their spinning pile driver finish. Put them in here. Tights. And one more big old name. I'm real tempted to put Roman Reigns in there, who is currently not a title holder. Yeah, let's go put Roman Reigns in there, straight up. The current tribal chief garb. There we go. That brought 7,000 and some, so that's like a 10,000 draw match. We still have about 20,000 people to bring into this arena. Okay, so our next 6-person tag match will be for a junior strap, so let's exclusively put junior heavyweights into this. Starting with Tyler Bate, because we mentioned we're going to put him in one later. So we'll do that first. Now we can start to get a little more involvement from the stables. Like, let's put a Jonathan... No, let's put Johnny Gargano on Tyler Bate's team. Starting to stack up the Technicos in terms of... Oh no, that's one face, one heel. But in terms of style, very technical styles there. Okay, non-affiliates. See, unfortunately fortunately or unfortunately, we're going to have to go with a popularity move here. As we get some of these chosen. Sheeta, unfortunately, isn't nearly as popular as they should be. Or as I'd like them. Asuka, on the other hand, good lord, doing great. I wonder why Sasha's more popular in Japan than she is here. That's interesting. Okay, so again, trying to find some juniors. Pete Dunne for sure? Pete Dunne for sure. And gold on his tights to reflect his want for gold. Now do I do Ray or Roos? Wow! Ray's not very popular in America anymore. Huh, perhaps a victory there will secure things for him. Okay, back to the non-affiliates. Mustafa Ali's already a champion for us. Don't really have anybody that's going to really boost the popularity of the match. Maybe a Sasha. Maybe a Sasha. Okay, there we go. Okay, see now we have less than 10,000 people to bring into one match. So we're just going to do... Probably, I don't want to do a tag match because we're doing a tag match into that. So let's just try to think if we can find the most popular singles match we can possibly achieve. Let's just look at the popularity of everybody. We're looking at the first letter under popularity. That's their North American popularity because we're running the show in America. Second consideration, of course, wow. So Solo is an 8 popularity, so that's one to consider. I could just do Solo versus Tony, maybe. Ooh, Tony's a little hurt, but not too bad. Solo versus Tony is an option. Or I can add a couple things. Tony and Doc. Doc's got a great popularity there. I'm gonna do what? Wardlow? I'd risk Wardlow? I might. That's a consideration. I just want to do some faction warfare to round things out. Walter, again, popular, but hurt. I'm deliberately leaving these people off because they have that... They got a big thing to prepare for next time. Okay, some of our champions are being left up on purpose as well. These... Kota Ibushi, really not popular in America anymore. Oh dear, must have been leaving them off the card too often. All these things must be considered when keeping your roster happy, keeping them relevant, etc. Like if you leave people off too long, bad things can happen. Okay, so we're gonna turn this into a tag match and then move it somewhere else. We're gonna put, who did I have here? Who did I say? We're gonna put Solo Darling and Vorlo from Camp Firefly together. Warlow, watch you next, son. They're gonna go against Tony Storm and Pink and Doc Gallows. Yeah, you can wear your white war paint that looks like a bird poop down here. Boom! There, we just filled the place. So, because I don't want to do 2 tag matches in a row, I'm going to swap this with Ken McIntyre. McIntyre getting a huge opportunity now. 40 extra people showed up to see this later in the card. So now it breaks us up. Title match, special singles match. Hang on, wait a minute. Okay, we got 13 extra people for Keno and Drew going higher in the card. Hang on one more second. Oh, less people. Okay. What if I put this higher, actually? Never mind. Okay, we're good, we're good. Sometimes, unfortunately, it'll tell you that, like, more people are interested in showing up if you book, like, a 1v3 match or something like that, which is really weird to me. But we have sold this sucker out. And we have the following card. Okay, now that I have everything sort of laid out, what I do is I take my digital notepad and I make note of where the champion matches are and where the #1 contendership matches are so that I can make note of who wins those in particular. So we're starting off with an Impact match. So I just wrote Impact down. And then I don't need to worry about match 2. And we go to a freelance championship match where I need to clock the winner of that. And then match number 4 is a #1 contender match. So I need to make note that the winner of match 4 will be facing... Hang on. Who am I doing this for? Oh, Kushida. Okay, so the winner of match 4 gets Kushida, who is our current GWA junior champion. So that's the junior championship contender match there. So match 5 is for the GCW belt. GCW. Woods versus Evil. Alright, and we come back from break with the Stardom junior belt as well. Star Junior. Trying to get it back from Taka. And we got our special singles match at match 6. Or sorry, match 7. Match 8 is our tag title matchup. And match 9 is our #1 contendership matchup for... I said the Stardom belt, yeah. For Asuka's Stardom belt. And then match 10, of course, is for the granddaddy of them all, the GWA Heavyweight Championship, Ode to World. Beautiful. Okay, so I just need to make a note here that Asuka needs to face the winner of match 9. Yeah, it's strange. Like, the popularity of the 3 people on the one side of things somehow makes the mismatch of the one other person on the other side, like, that makes it a more attractive match for some reason? I don't know. But then, like, I did that card where pretty much it was just a GWA show, except every match happened to be in a cage, and the crowd hated it. But apparently, in some situations, give them like a 3-on-1 handicap match, and they're like, gimme, gimme. That's scary, to be honest. Okay, what do I want to write down? Oh, yes. The winner of match 9 faces Asuka for the Stardom Championship in what will be our final show in 2 weeks. Next week, we have a tournament scheduled for the 6-person straps. So there's the notes I need beforehand. Okay, so confirm match card. Look at that. We've been able to max out our ticket price. I mean, we do advertise with a TV commercial, so everyone knows to show up. Ooh, oh no, I don't want him involved anymore at all. Yikes. For those that are wondering, Sasquatch is one of the created referees in the game, and you only get the option to pick between 3 of them at random in this little section right here in the referee selection spot when you're building a card in Fire Promoter mode. So one time it landed on Sasquatch, and I've just kept it on Sasquatch because who doesn't want like an 8-foot Bigfoot refereeing their matches? Anyway. Okay, we have everything going here. Full house capacity, $100 a head. We're gonna make $6.5 million on the gate. That more than that makes up for our expenses more than 10 times over. Let's go. So here is what we get up to next. Now that I've booked the show, I go to my management and make some merchandise. So we have 50,000 people showing up. At least 20,000 of them are probably going to want a snack and didn't bring one on their own. I'm just assuming people are smuggling stuff in. These only sell, I can only sell maybe like between 10 and 20 per, so I'm going to go 20 this time because I can always sell them next month. These are leftover stuff. The masks, action figures, Blu-rays, and photos are all leftover from last month. But I sold out of t-shirts and towels, so I'm going to do another printing of 10 each. 10 each, there you go. Hope to sell out of those as well. I tend to think of these as like maybe I'm making specific like event-related t-shirts and towels, or like specific merchandise for each combatant that's only available on the monthly shows type of thing. Like it's your only opportunity to get certain t-shirts, certain whatever. Alright, anyway. Trading centers are always taken care of. Merchandise has been produced. Our contracts are being fulfilled. Let's do a quick save because we are going to proceed to the event after we send some friends out. Let's see. As you can see, our relationship with WWE is rather estranged. It's at the bottom there. They only have 13 wrestlers on their roster. See, this is another reason I want to reboot, because like they're the biggest promotion in the world, and they only have 13 wrestlers on their roster. And I can tell you they started with 20, and they've only seemed to lose people. So I want to give them half the people that they have on staff, even though I've split WWE and NXT separately. Just half the roster of a Raw and SmackDown is technically enough to run a whole show, because that's like would be the full roster of a Raw or a SmackDown, right? So they're going to get half their people the next time we boot this thing up. So everyone is in a way better position to properly, mirror their actual value, their actual real-world value, as much as we can do it. Yeah, I wonder what a 13-person card looks like. Well, they probably leave one of them off unless they have some handicap matches that their fans are clamoring for. And, it also leaves you, like, if you only have that many people, it means you got to work them every month, which means unless you have really good facilities, or even then, they can get hurt, like, rather easily, and then they're off your card, and then your roster's even more depleted and stuff like that. Meanwhile, let's just go down here really quickly. Like, New Japan only has 16 people. AEW only has 14, NXT only has like 11, 14, 10 for Ring of Honor. Dragon Gate used to have 20, and they only have 12 now. Just, people are just like hemorrhaging wrestlers all over the place. Meanwhile, I have 51 people on my roster and can put on dream cards left, right, and center. Okay, we're friendly with everyone but WWE, AEW, NXT, Ring of Honor. Literally all of our major North American competition we have stolen talent from, if not belts. Okay, that's why they hate us. Okay, so I'm not going to send anybody out. Everyone's fine. We're just going to chill. So fingers crossed that all of our guests show up. Sometimes there can be issues. Personal, or there we go. See, Taka canceled for personal reasons. Havoc also canceled for personal reasons, so that's 2 of our matches gone, and with them, thousands and thousands of people. See, 24,000 people just disappeared because we lost 2 matches. But thankfully, this is a video game, so because I saved right beforehand, I just quit and reload and cross my fingers that doesn't happen again. No, Taka canceled. Just Taka. Just Taka. Okay, we're getting closer. But still not good enough. Ah, see, that shooed 12,000 people away. We're going to lose 12,000 people a match, it looks like. Oh, I would love it if I could make triple threats. Oh, I would love it. Okay. Back to it. Come on. Everybody show up for work. That's all I want. Ah, Taka. Taka. Trying to keep the Stardom Junior title. Now, when I reboot this thing and we go to the 2nd generation of GWA, that would have been it. Like, I would have had to accept the 3rd one, because I'm trying to do a 3 strikes and you're out in terms of, like, gaming the system. So I would have had to have accepted that Taka didn't show up, and we would have had to have gone from there and, tried to scramble and etc., etc. Unfortunately, it doesn't give you the opportunity to take from my substantial talent pool and just slot another match in there that people might be happy with, because the cards are subject to change, so you would think I'd be able to add something, but all you can do is lose talent if they can't show up. But again, since we're playing on easy... Oh, this looks promising. Yeah, everybody showed up for work. Okay, so... because we're playing on easy, and we're pretty much done our experiments with easy mode in this in Fire Promoter, I just sort of game it and just sort of keep loading it until everybody shows up for work. Whoa. Okay. Just mostly because of that, because of the fact that, like, you lose something and you're never given the opportunity to be like, well, I can just pick somebody else and put a match on, like any promoter would. Just like I do the same thing with contract negotiations, because the way the game is set up now, you can negotiate with one person once in a month. To me, that's poor business sense, no matter what promotion you are, and there's not a promotion on the planet that would only talk to one wrestler once a month, and then if they rejected their offer, wouldn't immediately send them a counter one, you know what I mean? Like, that's how negotiating works. It's not done once, like, you don't go to, I don't know, it doesn't happen like once a month. Like, if that's the case, think of how much revenue you're losing if, like, by the time you get somebody to agree to your conditions or your terms of the contract, half a year has gone by, and that's like 6 months of an athlete's prime activity that you don't get to display. So neither of you are making money. Like, it's just baffling. So all that to say, to this point, I've been essentially doing the same thing where, like, if somebody rejects my contract offer, I just keep doing it until they, you know, until I get what I want, essentially. What I'm going to be doing when I reboot the thing on hard mode is the 3 strikes and you're out rule, where if they say no 3 times, that's it. But I have 3 chances. At least that way it's more of a game than just a yes-no situation. Okay. Anyway, we're all here, 65,000 plus. Ugh. To check out this, I don't want to say penultimate GWA card, because we do have 2 more after this. But it's definitely the second last straight up and down, you know, GWA booked card. Because next month we get that tournament. And then the following month we're going to have, I guess we're going to call it a Night of Champions, because every single title in our promotion is going to be on the line. And if that includes the Impact Championship, we're going to answer that question when we find out the result of this next matchup, where AJ Styles, GWA stalwart, representing Los Ricos, and in possession of Impact's Heavyweight Championship title, is fielding the challenge of Jessica Havoc. Jessica Havoc, 6 feet tall, 260 pounds, a powerhouse of a wrestler, against the phenomenal one, AJ Styles. To get down to the ring and see how this one shakes out, as always, the creature on feature, the referee on record, Mr. Bigfoot, in charge of the action, and we are underway. Jessica Havoc trying a big side slam there that AJ Styles very quick to slide underneath. AJ again, reversing that iron whip. And he's canceling the momentum of it. Now the 2, just starting to slug it out. Oh, Havoc blocking an Irish rip off the ropes herself. You can see a lot of power on display from Jessica Havoc. AJ Styles, one of the most well-rounded athletes in pro wrestling, possessing of amazing agility and ring acumen. I don't even know if at this point you can say that he's one of the smartest thinking wrestlers, because it just seems to be muscle memory at this point. The things he can do. The counters he can come up with, the situations he can put himself in to hit that phenomenal forearm. And that Styles clash, having great success around the world. Or indeed the calf crusher as well. A lot of moves in AJ's arsenal he's developed over the years. Jessica Havoc, as we learned in booking the card. Looking for that tombstone pile driver. Put AJ down and out. Nice hip toss there. There we see a big backbreaker across the knee of Havoc to AJ Styles, who's quick to recover. Havoc absorbing that shoulder tackle, though. And again, stopping the momentum of that Irish whip. As we approach the 5-minute mark here. None of these competitors faced the other before. I get a sense of what the other's like. You see Havoc there having to take a bit of a breath. AJ Styles thinking, nope, may use that to his advantage later. Certainly I would give the cardio advantage to AJ Styles, but there's no doubt that the power advantage lies with Jessica Havoc, and she hits a big Samoan drop off the ropes there, but only 1 count.
5 minutes gone.
Senior official, Mr. Bigfoot, drop with a DDT. Back to it we go. Havoc, sending Styles off the ropes. Nice side slam there. The Impact champion. Oh. Duck underneath. Hit Styles twice now. Nice. Roundhouse lariat. What do they call it? The discus clothesline. Oof. And then gut check time for Havoc across the knee of AJ Styles, who responds with a backbreaker. And a knee on torso action and a backbreaker from AJ Styles. Anything you can do, I can do similarly, says the phenomenal one. Oh, dang! Super kick under the chin, but Havoc just shakes it off. Gets right back to her feet. AJ Styles just muscles her out of the ring. Provide himself a little time in space to catch his breath. I think that's what he wanted to do with the super kick in the first place, but Havoc made it a little more difficult for him. And here comes that tombstone! Dropping Styles on his head. 1, 2! AJ Styles out at 2. Able to halt the offensive momentum after Havoc hit that huge tombstone. Strangely enough, AJ Styles seems to be in charge. Oh, drop with the DDT though, right back to the crown of the head. Trying to scramble the dome of AJ Styles is Havoc with a huge air raid crash. 1, 2! Styles out again. As we're creeping towards 10 minutes now. It's looking a little dire for the current Impact Wrestling Champion. AJ Styles facing Impact Wrestling competitor Havoc. Not able to get anything on that victory roll as AJ Styles sets Havoc up for a gut check. It is very difficult to line your opponents up north-south for a move off the ropes, but Styles is able to hit that springboard forearm, the phenomenal forearm, but unable to follow up. Into the cover, Havoc with a choke slam. 1, 2! Styles out at 2 again. Impressive resistance from both champion and challenger. Another choke slam. 2! Styles out again. Havoc giving it everything she's got to Styles, and now a Styles clash from the Impact champion. Here we go. Rolls toward the ring, or excuse me, toward the ropes though. Unfortunately has to break that pin attempt. Havoc sent off the ropes. Tilt to world backbreaker from Styles. Oh! Caught in a second tombstone. Into the cover is Havoc. 2! Styles out again at 2. Holy moly. Back and forth they go. Havoc there sucking wind. Able to win that strike exchange and get a bit of her breath back. But Styles, as we said, has the advantage in the cardio game. He's putting that to his advantage now as he charges into the corner with a huge forearm. Joshi style slam from Havoc. Huge clothesline rocks the champ. The big forearm puts him back down. Havoc looking to appeal to the crowd when she should be trying to get her breath back, and now she does. Taking her time, waiting for the champion to stand. Oh! Perhaps too much time as Styles locks her in the calf crusher.
Give up. Give up. Give up.
Senior referee Mr. Bigfoot over there to make the count, but Havoc able to power her way out, at least momentarily. Gut check time once again, and back to it is AJ Styles.
Give up. Give
Mr.
up.
Bigfoot in position to call for the submission should it happen. And once again, Havoc able to break free. Brute force alone, including that tombstone. Dragging Styles away from the ring. Or excuse me, away from the ropes. 2. No, AJ just out at 2.9. AJ Styles on fumes. Huge counter, that backdrop suplex. Giving him a little bit of time there. Setting up Havoc in the corner now. Getting her positioned on the top rope is AJ Styles. Oh, countered! Tombstone off the second rope from Havoc! 1, 2, no! AJ out again! How many tombstones will it take? That was a Brett's rope tombstone. That was nuts! Just shoving AJ down to the canvas now. AJ running on fumes. Havoc running for her life. Oh, man! Missed time during that leapfrog, and both competitors are down. AJ able to suplex Havoc. Drags her away from the ropes now. Back to her feet. Discus lariat plants her once more. Sends AJ off the ropes as Havoc clotheslines him down. And Havoc having to catch her breath as we approach 20 minutes now of non-stop action. Total non-stop action, one would say, for the Impact Championship here. Challenger Havoc spikes Champion Styles into the mat with a DDT. Oh! A kick to the face of her own. Hooks the leg this time. 2. No! Styles out again at 2.9. Barely able to raise that shoulder. Samoan drop off the ropes for Havoc, but she's got to recover here. Tombstone, center of the ring. 1, 2, 3. Havoc wins the Impact Championship. That was awesome. Holy crap. I've never been so happy to lose a title out of my organization. Holy moly. Yeah, 95%. Heck yeah, that was a 5-star match. And that's the first match of the card. So, I book things, like you saw me rearranging stuff to make sure that we sold the venue out and to try to maximize how many people showed up. I also keep in track in my head, okay, but what match would be fun to start, like what match would be fun to start the show with that could potentially give us a high percentage rating like this? And lo and behold, I thought a big person, little person matchup with a Havoc and an AJ Styles might work out okay. And it worked out great. All right, and we are just getting started. Coming up next, we have a bit of a grudge match between two of the premier stables here in the GWA. Oh, pardon me. Ooh, Tony Storm and Doc Gallows, representing Demon Club, are taking on Solo Darling and Wardlow, representing Camp Firefly. Let's get down to the ring for this action. That was insane. One of our a handful of non-title matches that we have tonight, and also one of the 2 non-contendership matches as well. Just a straight-up tag. Hope you'll recover from that wild Impact Championship matchup to open our show. Congratulations to Jessica Havoc, new Impact Champion, taking that belt back to her home promotion. And she wear it with pride. She certainly earned it tonight. Currently in the ring, we have Tony Storm in the pink and Solo Darling in the purple and gold. Tony Storm representing Demon Club and has been doing so since its formation. Likewise, Solo, one of the very early recruits to Camp Firefly. Just seen a number of changes in a certain aspect of its roster. Sort of the big man or sort of hired goon role that is currently being occupied, and most successfully being occupied, by Wardlow, who we're now seeing in the matchup for the first time here against Tony Storm. Able to counter a suplex to Storm to send her to the outside as Wardlow. A reminder, there are no countouts or disqualifications on the floor of a GWA ring. These two competitors can fight as long as they want out there until they both re-enter the ring now. Solo out to help with that 2-person powerbomb. Didn't sit too well with Doc Gallows, who's moved from his side of the ring. Start a clubbering away on Solo. Grabs a chair, does Doc, but is unable to stop a double suplex there to Tony Storm. Now Wardlow and Doc pairing off. Solo Darling hitting an X Factor on Tony Storm. Reminder, this will continue until Wardlow and Tony Storm get back into the ring. That's the only way that this match can come to a legal conclusion. Another double powerbomb this time. Oh my goodness me, impressive strength from Solo on the double powerbomb to Doc Gallows. Powerbomb after powerbomb from Camp Firefly. Gallows daring Wardlow to get back into the ring and fight him one-on-one. We saw in that situation, Wardlow was no match, at least momentarily. Finally, we're going to get back to some sense of order here as Wardlow and Tony Storm are back in the ring. Tony Storm with that quick victory roll. Wardlow going to power out almost immediately and get Solo tagged into the ring. Now we got Solo and Doc Gallows. That's an interesting pairing. Not as interesting as the fact that Doc Gallows just hit a drop kick. Yeah, I don't know if Solo Darling can quite match power. The big man, the Demon Club. Oh, she just bowls Solo Darling over there. I don't know what she had in mind off the ropes, but it was nothing doing. And now punches and chops back and forth. Huge lariat. Oh, but Solo with that big headbutt. jumping into the face of Doc Gallows to gain the advantage and get Wardlow tagged in. Another huge double powerbomb to Doc Gallows from Solo Darling, and then a solo PB from your boy Wardlow. Boom, big main event spinebuster. Hooks the leg deep. Whoa, what a sequence there to Doc Gallows. Almost scrambled his brain and racked his back long enough to get that 3 count. Another huge powerbomb. Wardlow is owning Gallows at the moment. He's going very much Camp Firefly's way as Wardlow holds Doc Gallows for a huge spear from Solo Darling. What teamwork out of Camp Firefly. Gallows able to counter that suplex, sending Wardlow to the floor. Bit of cat and mouse though. Back and forth they go. Doc's got till 5 to drop that chair, does it 4. But then quickly retreats to get Toni Storm involved. Magic Killer on the way out to Wardlow though, a little something for him to think about. He thinks about it long enough to stand right back up and plant Toni Storm with another powerbomb. Wardlow is a beast in this one. Oh, and I can't say enough about the powerbombs of Solo Darling, who's just rifling them off. Ooh. Out there by Toni Storm. Demon Club is trying to get back into this thing. Not too wise of Toni Storm to attempt that pin on the Camp Firefly side of the ring. Wardlow's able to break that up quickly. Now both women are outside. Anything can happen. Oh, gut check time for Wardlow. Nicely done by Doc Gallows. And Wardlow's now up and going to work on Toni Storm. Solo trying to distract Doc, at least momentarily. We gotta get Toni Storm back in the ring before this thing can continue. Oh no, F10 to Toni Storm outside the ring! Meanwhile in the ring, a big boot to the back of the head of Solo Darling. Neither of the female competitors are doing particularly well for their team at this moment. Oh, big Uncle Slam to Solo Darling in the center of the ring. And another attempt at an F10 there, but Toni Storm able to roll through. So we're not quite sure where he is right there. Just attempted a roll-up of Doc Gallows, who's nowhere near the legal competitor. Kudo Driller by Toni Storm, dropping Solo on her head so she can get the tag in to Doc Gallows as soon as he catches his breath. Fresh tags on both sides, and it's Wardlow and Doc. F10 to Doc Gallows. Drags him away from the ropes. Into the cover. 1, 2. No, Doc Gallows kicks out. What impressive strength and resilience by Wardlow and Doc Gallows respectively. Nice see a strong 0 there. Toni Storm's version of the Tiger Driver, able to daze Wardlow long enough to be dragged into the Demon Club corner. But only that long, as Wardlow recovers, is now taking a fight back to Doc Gallows. Oh, big boot to the face of Wardlow. Oh, and a headbutt. Wardlow able to recover, send him back into the Firefly corner of things. For a clothesline that woke Doc Gallows up to hit a side slam. A sequence of events allowing Doc Gallows to get the tag into Toni Storm. Wardlow blocking that second attempt at a Magic Killer. Toni Storm drops him on his head with a Kudo Driller. Gets the cover. Got him! Toni Storm dropping Wardlow on his dome. Picking up the win in a sassy fashion. Ooh. For Demon Club. Big win there for the squad. How'd that go? All right. All right. They like that even better. I really enjoyed the show so far. This crowd just doesn't get hype. They stay hype. Well, keep that momentum going because I don't know how this one's going to go. Penta El Zero M, speaking of the Demon Club, one of their champions. Penta El Zero M, the freelance champion, putting their belt on the line against Luchasaurus. Who could stop the path of rage of Luchasaurus, who just gets stronger and stronger every time they come back from a broken neck? Let's see how they fare against a competitor in Penta El Zero M, whose finisher is a package pile driver, dropping you on your precious neck. Luchasaurus, of course, using a nice choke slam moonsault pin combination, as well as an air raid crash, as well as that big tail whip. Has a number of powerful moves he used to finish his opponents with. Penta uses that package pile driver, as we discussed, and the Penta driver, of course, that flipping Seated. Sort of a Michinoku driver variation. Sort of a fisherman variation of that, I would say. Also likes to finish his matches much like stablemate Doc Gallows in singles competition. He and Penta both guilty of the 10 to 12 minute mark. That's usually where they try to, one way or another, their matches end up finishing. So if Luchasaurus can survive that long, or indeed control the offense for that long, they might just be able to come out a winner in this one. Impressive athleticism from the big man. You saw that backflip off the turnbuckle into the tail whip to get the advantage for Luchasaurus, who's pouring it on in the opposite corner now to Penta El Zero M. Never doubted the skill of the Luchasaurus. It just seems like he was missing that killer instinct, if you pardon the pun. Part of that primal rage, if you further pardon the pun. Is the 65-million-year-old dinosaur competitor. Just sort of missing that next gear, you know what I mean? Just sort of never really seemed as carnivorous as they could be. And I'm talking about the real-life version as well. Like, when and if, or if and when, Luchasaurus ever turns heel and destroys the other two members of the Jurassic Express in the process, I'll be there front and center to buy some Luchasaurus merch. He just seems like he needs that extra little to get to the next level, you know what I mean? We'll see if he can achieve that, at least in digital form, here against Penta El Zero M as he lays those kicks into the midsection of the champion. The freelance champion, as I knew and didn't need to look at my notes for. The free champ. The champion of freedom is Penta El Zero M. Luchasaurus looking to be the champion of freedom at the end of this. Oh, sweep the leg, Johnny. Oh! Lucha quick to stem that offensive tide of Penta. See him there just laying the big boot in the midsection. Oh! Penta now able to get a counter in. Nice elbow across the jaw. Momentarily dazes Luchasaurus. It gets set up in the corner. Now some slaps from the champ. Penta going to work. Whipping Luchasaurus' legs into the turnbuckle there as we approach 7 minutes gone. And that's a sort of internal timer. Set it to 5 minutes and counting and falling. Penta El Zero M, who, as we said, likes to wrap things up in that 10 to 12 minute mark. See if Luchasaurus can take things to OT, as it were. Doing a pretty good job so far as Luchasaurus. Air raid crash, we talked about it. He hit it into the cover. 1, 2. Oh, Penta almost put down just there. Nice big boot from Luchasaurus, but he might be tiring himself out, is the big man. As you see him there, starting to have to catch his breath. Impressive strength. Nice gorilla press slam from Penta. Off the ropes he comes. Cartwheel bulldog. Or sorry, yeah. Wheelbarrow bulldog. Into the bow and arrow submish. Trying to take advantage of the fact that Luchasaurus is a little bit out of breath. Oh. Penta going up top. Big double stomp to the back again, trying to drive the arrow to to Luchasaurus into the cover. 2. Luchasaurus out. See, Penta knows that as much power Luchasaurus has, doesn't quite have the cardio. Oh, huge powerbomb from Penta. Luchasaurus has got to take some time here. Oh, man. Vicious headbutt from the dinosaur. Puts Penta down, and now he's got some time to recover his strength and his breath. But Penta trying to slam him out of the ring there. Throws him into the bottom rope. Off the ropes comes Penta. Sling blade to the challenger. Luchasaurus up. Off the ropes again. Sling blade. This time Luchasaurus stays down until Penta pulls him back to his feet. Trying to suplex, trying to get Luchasaurus out of the ring is Penta. I'm sure of it. That's why he's trying those moves so close to the ropes. Nice counter there from Luchasaurus, but an equally good one from Penta. Again, sweeping the leg. Neither man able to get that full advantage as we just passed the 12-minute mark, and Penta says this is it. Right in his wheelhouse is Penta El Zero M, setting him up in the middle of the ring. Another wheelbarrow bulldog, but Luchasaurus straight back up to his feet. Sends Penta off the ropes. Huge clothesline from the challenger. Penta says it ain't no thing. Oh. Kick to the midsection from behind. Roll up. Victory roll. Dead center. 2, 3. It only took an extra minute. But Penta El Cerro M retains the Freelance Championship, out-wrestling Luchasaurus and getting the pin. That's what I'm talking about. That's not going to be very good, is it? Oh, never mind. 99% on that. The snap victory roll. The roll-up pin. And Penta retains. I'm sure Luchasaurus is going to go destroy the locker room now. All right, we got our first of 2 #1 contendership matches. This one is going to determine a #1 contender for your GWA Junior Heavyweight Champion, Kushida. We have Tyler Bate on a team. We got Pete Dunne on a team. And I literally booked this at the beginning of this stream an hour ago. And I couldn't tell you who was on their team until we get there. I don't want to quit. I want to save, which I've probably already done, and get to the next match, which we're going to do right now. Let's see. Team Red and Team Blue, introduce yourselves, would you? Fight! Says Mr. Bigfoot, and we are underway. Team Red is Pete Dunne, Rey Mysterio, and Sasha Banks. Team Blue, of course, Tyler Bate, represented in the ring. I know Naomi is on the team. And one other, who I've already forgotten. I'll let you know momentarily, who rounds out the squad with Tyler Bate. No pressure match, but every match before you has gotten better and better, and they started in the mid-90s. So unless this is 100%, you're going to be letting the crew down. Just kidding, just kidding. Oh yes, Johnny Gargano rounding out Team Blue. And what a squad it is. Tyler Bate, representing the industry, is currently legal. Now things are breaking down and in a hurry. Not even 2 minutes into this one, and all 6 competitors are off in the corner. That's them in the corner. That's them because they're out of the ring. No count-outs or DQs. Fight as long as they want until the legal combatants get back into the ring. And I must tell you, I'm not entirely sure who that person is. Currently, it's Sasha Banks locks in the bag statement to Tyler Bate. Not his lucky day out there on the floor. There's too much action to call. It's wild out there with no signs of letting up. Oh no, Tyler Bate seeking the solace of the ring. Back to Bate and Dunne. But Dunne must have tagged out to somebody else on his squad. There we go. Tyler Bate and Sasha Banks, I believe, are your legal fighters. There we go. Now we're getting back to some sense of order here. And back and forth the 2 fighters go. Sasha Banks with that sidekick to the mush of a Tyler Bate, winning that strike battle. But both squads able to tag up. Johnny Gargano for Team Blue. Rey Mysterio pumping up the crowd for Team Red. Snaps Johnny in the center of the ring. Perhaps the greatest counter-wrestler in the history of the industry, Rey Mysterio Jr. World-renowned. Internationally known. You see a figure 4 variation, an ankle lock variation from Johnny Gargano, well-versed in submission matches. Or it's submission tactics, rather. Ray with that roll-up way too close to the ropes. He knew that. Just trying to better position Johnny Gargano and keep them in the red half of the ring. It's a lot easier to pin your opponent in these team matches if you're on your half of the ring and your squad can back you up when you make a pinfall or submission attempt. Speaking of which, well, each team is looking for the winner share of the purse, and for their team to claim victory, the individual who scores the pinfall or submission in this one will be facing Kushida for the GWA Junior Heavyweight Championship at our December final pay-per-view. The final event of Generation 1 of the Gnarly Wrestling Aisle. Of course, we have 2 more shows to go, but next month's card is already booked. Well, not already booked, but conceptually already booked. And there'll be only 1 set of belts on the line in that one. Huge headbutt from Banks now, facing Naomi. Huge fan base, but hasn't really been able to translate that fan support into in-ring success, has Naomi. Yet to taste singles gold, looking for her latest opportunity, this one, at the richest junior heavyweight prize in all of GWA, that being the GWA Championship itself. Rear view there from Naomi off the ropes! Luckily Pete Dunne and Rey Mysterio in there to break things up, or that would have done it. Not even 10 minutes gone in this one. Sasha Banks hits a neck breaker and smartly tags out to the fresher Rey Mysterio. You have to be able to balance teamwork and individual, I want to say, agreement in ensuring your team gets the victory, and also trying to make sure that you're legal when it happens so that you get the title opportunity on the line. As we see Naomi, now that she's no longer legal, has all the time in the world to apply that submission to Rey Mysterio that only benefits Johnny Gargano, who almost puts Rey down with that Northern Light suplex. Rey able to counter that attempt at a Tiger Driver. Tyler Bate will now drop with that single arm DDT from Gargano, usually as a setup. Rey able to counter though. I was going to say usually as a setup for the Gargano escape, but Rey able to counter, fight back to his feet, momentarily dazed. And now fighting his way back to his corner. Pete Dunne, Johnny Gargano seems a more favorable matchup for Team Red. As Rey's trying to get back to his feet and then out to the apron to recover. Strangely, Gargano immediately tags out to Naomi rather than face Pete Dunne. Oh, perhaps that's why, as Pete Dunne hits a beautiful suplex there, hurtling Naomi into the red corner. Back and forth they go. Forearms and uppercuts. Nice enziguri from Naomi, but Pete Dunne shrugs it off and drops her with a clothesline. Naomi up to her feet first. Oh! The Feel the Glow kick combo. And off the rope she comes. Big rear view to Pete Dunne. Into the cover. 1, 2. Oh, what a combination. Almost puts Pete Dunne down. Naomi trying to press her advantage now. Meanwhile, her teammates come to her aid there. It's finally setting down as Gargano's out of the ring. At least momentarily, Sasha Banks and Gargano will continue their feud in the ring now as they're both tagged in legally. Gargano, oh my God! Dropping her on the top of her head and throwing her into the corner at the same time. Now Gargano escape as she faces her teammates, none of which can help her as they're cut off. Sasha able to fight free though. Right back to the arm goes Gargano. He's going to lock on that escape. Watch. Yep, right back to the Gargano escape as we crest 16 minutes here. Usually when you hit north of 20 minutes in a tag match like this, submissions get incredibly deadly, like almost instant tap out. Sasha doing everything she can to avoid that fate, but Gargano able to drop her with another enziguri. Sasha fights off another attempt at the Gargano escape, but instead of electing to tag out, tries to bring the fight back to Johnny. Doesn't work out so hot for her. Drop with a single arm DDT. Now Gargano locks on the escape after tagging in Naomi, so Sasha Banks is helpless until she can break this hold. Gargano essentially returning the favor that Naomi gave him earlier in the matchup. You saw Sasha rolling around, clutching her neck after that, able to scurry back to her corner and tag in Rey Mysterio. We're going to keep an eye on the situation of Sasha Banks' neck. That does not look good. She is now finally on her corner. Oh, nice roll up into the corner, but too close to the ropes. Rey Mysterio thought he had it there. Ready off the ropes again. Wheelbarrow. Bulldog from the King of Mystery. Trying to sit Naomi up. Smartly keeping her on the red side of the ring, but no, a roll through into the Field of the Glow. Naomi locks Rey into the Field of the Glow. Oh, then Sasha, you saw they're able to sneak in and break the hold for her team. Rey wasn't going anywhere. So now we're getting to that deadly 20 minutes. A horn might as well go off, letting you know that the next major submission attempt should do it. Oh. Gargano trying that Northern Lights. Rey Mysterio able to counter. Tagging in Pete Dunne. Oh, who gets met with that enziguri from Gargano on the way into the ring. Smartly done there by Johnny Wrestling. Now the Bruiserweight Pete Dunne trying to maintain the advantage for Team Red. Nice, there's an enziguri in response to Gargano from Dunne. Oh, who responds with a kick to the ding-dong and a little trash talk into the Gargano escape! Whoa, but quickly, Sasha's looking there to break that up. That could have done it. As we said, post 20 minutes. In a tag match like this, your next submission attempt could be your last. Pete Dunne not so wisely attempting a pin attempt on the blue corner side of the ring. Oh. Able to press the advantage though and get that suplex off. Nope, Gargano there spikes him with the DDT and is going to get Gonna get the time and space to get Tyler Bate tagged in. And he sets him up in the corner, but oh, now we're gonna go European uppercut for European uppercut. Back and forth, these two are gonna go. Huge clothesline from Dunn settles that argument. Tags in Ray immediately, who rolls them up. 1, 2, 3, just like that. Rey Mysterio, taking advantage of a dazed Tyler Bate, becomes the #1 contender for the richest prize in the junior division. Ray against Kushida at our final show of all time. I mean, the final G1 show. GR, you did it. You did it. You believed, I believed, they believed. A perfect match. They did it. I mean, overall card rating after the first 4 matches, 98%. Everybody go home. It's not going to get any better than this. It can't possibly. But we're going to try. And our first effort is the Game Changer champion, Xavier Woods, putting the belt on the line against a friend in from New Japan Pro Wrestling, someone that Xavier Woods, I believe, encountered a few times on their training sojourn to Vampire. I don't know, what did I say? Their training sojourn to Vampire, when I mean Japan. Xavier Woods is going to be facing Evil, who is the King of Darkness and might very well be a vampire. So maybe I'm on the right track there. 101? Ooh, big shoes to fill. As always, the creature on feature, the senior official here in the GWA, Mr. Bigfoot, in charge of the action, and we are well underway here. As we said, Evil in the black singlet in from New Japan Pro Wrestling, representing Los Ingobernables de Japón, against Xavier Woods, former GWA champion, just making their way in the world today, giving it everything they've got. Currently putting their Game Changer belt on the line here. Title that is on the line in, oh man, on every show possible. It's not going to be on the line in next month's / next week's card, because as we said, we have a very special tournament lined up. We're going to go ahead and book that off screen, and we'll unveil the brackets and such next week before we start that off. That'll be fun. As you see Evil there, raking the eyes, relying on those rough tactics. He's the Los Ingobernables de Japón heel. At least currently, they're not in Bullet Club in this game because it came out in 2017. Are they still in Bullet Club? Is that the switch that happened, right? Because then Shingo left Bullet Club to go to LIJ. They left somewhere to go to LIJ. I don't really keep track of New Japan as much as I should be doing. Back to the eyes goes Evil. Not a lot of technical work so far from the King of Darkness. Xavier Woods used to describe him as a jack of all trades, master of none. Seems to have upped his strike game more than anything else throughout their tenure here in the GWA. So, oh, nicely ducked there. Makes very good use of soul food, which is a boot under the chin, much like Evil just hit him with and he shrugged off. He uses a Shining Wizard as his primary finish. Also that back elbow off the top rope. Genichiro Tenryu style. It's a great job. Past the 5-minute mark of these two. Warmed up to one another, slowly feeling each other out. Not in that kind of way, just in a wrestling competitor sort of way. And back to work Evil goes to the midsection now. Nope. He was able to counter that suplex attempt, but Evil right back on the offensive with that diving clothesline. Shrugs off that dropkick off the ropes, does Evil. Starting to pull away, get a little bit of step over face lock there by the champion, or excuse me, to challenger to champion. Xavier Woods not quite knowing what to make of Evil to this point. Oof, drops him with the Everything is Evil. 2. And that is it. So that pin attempt, that is. Xavier Woods fights on. Alright, Evil, something real passionate there. Something to say real passionately. Yarg, says Evil. With all the strength he can muster. A spinning drop toe from Woods. A little time and distance to regroup here. This means something. There he goes. Trying to string some moves together here against the challenger. There, drops him with the brainbuster, but Evil powers his way back to his feet early. Oh! And then hits a fisherman version to Xavier Woods into the cover, hooking the leg. Two. Just a 2 count, but the crowd appreciates the resilience of the GCW champion Woods, who is on the ropes figuratively here. Boom, thanks to challenger Evil, who's going back up to the rope for the second diving elbow drop in a row, dragging Woods away from the ropes. Thought he might go for a cover there. Oof. Firmly in control.
10 minutes gone.
At the 10-minute mark is Evil, but oh my god! Woods just knocked him out with a Shining Wizard! Just like that! I don't think that's going to get 101%, but that gets 101% for me. Xavier Woods withstands the onslaught of Evil for 10 minutes and then knocks him smooth out with a Shining Wizard. I'll take it. I'll take it. Referee stoppage. Xavier Woods retains. Yowza. Yowza. I mean, that's going to drag the overall rating down, but I'll take it. And that would have been your move to break. See, that would have been your shock finish to send you to intermission. I think that would have been fun. Like, man, those first 4 matches were amazing, and then match 5, Evil got knocked out. It was so cool. And then you go for break. And then, I mean, not for realsies, but like in my head canon, that's where we would go for break. And then we would come back after a 15-minute intermission where people had a chance to get snacks and so on and so forth. Yeah, it was still pretty highly rated. Like, if he had knocked him out maybe like 5 minutes later after some more action, that could have been in the 90s for sure. All right, our next match though. Straight down to the ring with it. I didn't even see. I think this is Taka. Yeah, Taka Michinoku, the Stardom Junior Champion. Yeah, from New Japan Pro Wrestling, in possession of the belt that we've kept in the GWA for a while now. They are facing Mark Andrews, who earned this opportunity after a #1 contendership match last week, trying to bring the belt back to the GWA. Mark Andrews representing the Major League Grapplers. Taka Michinoku representing Suzuki-gun of New Japan Pro Wrestling. Taka, of course, will be looking for that Michinoku driver he famously invented. Or the crippler crossface. Ooh, let's not call it that. Let's just call it the crossface. Yeah. Shit. That he made use of after leaving WWE for an extended period of time. I'd love to see him like this someday. Wouldn't that be great? Taka in the Hall of Fame. Light heavyweight pioneer for the organization. I'll never forget the Canadian Stampede that they brought him in for, that In Your House, where he was facing the Great Sasuke because they wanted to sign the Great Sasuke, and Taka Michinoku ended up being the one that connected with the audience and got a deal. Andrews into an early cover here. Just a 1 count to the senior official, Mr. Bigfoot. Taka responds by slamming outside the ring, so we can get a little breather in the center. Smart tactics there from the savvy ring vet, Taka Michinoku. Been doing this for 25 years now, easily. Including training. Taka's trained a ton of people in his Kaientai dojo. Oh, both men missing with a big kick there. Nicely snapped off. That head scissor takeover from Andrews, but unable to follow it up with anything.
Give up.
Neither men unable to establish an offensive pattern or combination that's really going to give them the advantage momentum-wise.
5 minutes.
Just sort of trading things back and forth, trying to establish themselves. Nice slam there from Taka. As you hear the announcer there say we just passed 5 minutes. Neither men worn down to any significant degree, I could tell. Nice snap suplex there from Andrews, though. Try to hit your moves and build on them. Another snap suplex, taking Taka down, but you see both men up at the same time that time. Countered into the powerbomb from Taka. Stacked him up, but again, just a 1 count. Tries a roll-up of his own. A no count to the senior official, Mr. Bigfoot, that time. And they fight on. Shit. Poke to the eyes goes Taka. Able to grab him by the head and drop him with the DDT. Can't follow it up, though, again. As Andrews able to counter. And a snap suplex from Taka this time.
Yeah.
Going back and forth still. Taka there slamming his opponent out of the ring, mocking him as he does so. Able to catch his breath. Oh, Luthez press from Mark Andrews. Mandrews, he might be called at some points. But it could be somebody else. Not quite sure. Oh, into the armbar.
Give up.
Goes Taka. Oh, dang. Suplex into a cutter for Mark Andrews. Now he's hitting his heavier offense.
1, 2.
2. Oh, almost dims the lights of Taka. But he fights on, at least momentarily. Since we're not even 10 minutes deep there. Certainly got stunned by that maneuver, did Taka Michinoku. Nice super kick. Into a cover from the champ. Just a 2 count. Crowd appreciates the kick out from Mark Andrews there. Back to the eyes goes Taka. Whatever you can do to get that advantage, to hit that DDT. Now you see that. Oh, I thought it was a crossface he normally uses. It's a variation of the bank statement from Taka. Just pulling on the head and neck. What a chin lock. Oh, Andrews quickly up top into the shooting star. That's his move. Oh, Taka just able to slip the shoulder at the last possible moment. Andrews trying to get that sneak win there. Taka just survives and gets stunned. Oh, Taka responds with a brainbuster. Nice spin kick off the top. Going back to that submission, but Andrews fights him off. Kudo driller. Into the cover. 1, 2, 3. Mark Andrews brings the Stardom Junior belt back to the GWA. And more importantly to Andrews, Major League Grapplers has a new title. Okay, somehow a lower rating than the last match, but can you not hear the crowd reaction being louder? Maybe that's just me. Okay, second half of the show, kind of taking a dip. Like significantly, we've lost 5% of our overall rating so far. Let's see if we can pick it back up, guys. Okay, we dipped a little bit with matches 5 and 6, that's fine. Looking at you, Drew McIntyre. Looking at you, Drew McIntyre, to turn things around. Let's see if we can get back into the 90s, please. Okay. As we have Keno in from Pro Wrestling. No, we don't quite have is it Congo? There's the stable. I don't have like the full Congo stable or anything like that. But I definitely have Keno, and they're here to face Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre here. Mr. Bigfoot rings the bell and we are underway. Significant size and strength advantage to Drew McIntyre, but again, still trying to prove themselves within the confines of the GWA. So I don't think they're going to be taking Keno lightly. We put them in the ring with the Keno for a reason. A striking expert. He's the visitor from Noah. Former GHC heavyweight champion of the world. GHC Tag Team Champion. And speaking, of course, of their real-life accomplishments, they've pretty much done it all. A real hard-ass, if I can be blunt, is Keno. If you've ever seen him wrestle, he's like a little, he's got like shades of Minoru Suzuki a little bit. That's sort of like intensity. Different style, obviously. He's got his own style, but definitely has that intensity to the degree of madness, if that makes sense. McIntyre trying to slow him down, keep things going his way. He has, like we said, the height, weight, and strength advantage. Just trying to use that to his advantage for the duration of this one and rack up another win in the GWA ring. Might even earn himself a title shot if he does well, will Drew McIntyre, on our final card. Brought him in right at the end of the existence of this show for whatever reason, just for something, just to, you know, freshen the roster up a bit. It's Keno into a quick cover, gets a no count there from Mr. Bigfoot. You're gonna have to do a lot more than that to put down the big Scotsman. Here's Keno. He has his kick blocked there. Ropes he's sent. Oh, thought he might be going for the Claymore and an ending. We just passed 5 minutes. Future shock DDT to Keno. He might be trying to finish him off after all. 2 count, says Mr. Bigfoot. Keno's got to get into this thing. On the receiving end of the majority of the punishment to this point. I mean, we've only passed 5 minutes, but still. So he drew off the ropes again. A couple of nice stiff kicks for the midsection. Trying to drive the oxygen out of Drew. You can't kick out if you can't breathe. McIntyre, though, able to just muscle Keno all the way back to the center of the ring. Though Keno may have been playing a bit of possum there. As he sends Drew to the opposite corner. And then slams him outside. Again, no count outs or DQs out here. Keno's going to try to use that to his advantage to try to get back into the swing of things, but he's swung face first into the canvas, into the ring mat there. By Drew McIntyre with that Future Shock DDT, firmly in command of things. Oh, what a slap from Keno. Trying to get something, anything going here. We are getting close to 10 minutes now. It has been mostly Drew McIntyre. Suplex there on the outside. No countouts or DQs until anything, really. This fight will continue. The only way it can win or it can end is in the ring. So we're going to wait until both competitors return to it. Saw Keno try to get McIntyre into the ring, but McIntyre content to catch his breath outside. So Keno took the fight right back to him. Yeah, but you see anything Keno doing, not even like dropping him, getting thrown into the corner or anything. Meanwhile, Drew McIntyre whips Keno into the corner. Down he goes. Nice counter there from Keno. But again, Drew McIntyre able to shrug it off, get right back to work. Oh no, another Future Shock DDT. A second one on the outside to boot. They've been outside for quite some time. Drop toe. I think Drew McIntyre's chin may have hit the guardrail there. Keno looking to take advantage, but still can't drop the big man by throwing him into the mats there, the padded guardrail. Back out to the floor. Keno sends Drew, but this time he elects to catch his breath and wait for him in the center of the ring. Has something in mind. Certainly didn't think he was hoping for that shoulder buster. Keno again getting set up here by Drew. Nice backbreaker there by the Scotsman. McIntyre going to work on the shoulders now. Oh, drops him with a complete shot, but Keno rolls right through it. Back to the shoulders. Back to the shoulders. And another Future Shock DDT from Drew McIntyre. This should do it. Hooks the leg deep. 2. No, Keno out of 2. Keno out of 2, and oh my God! Fire Thunder Driver, but too close to the ropes. Huge move from Keno, but he couldn't take advantage due to poor ring positioning. Able to counter Drew there, and then head up top goes Keno. Double stomp to the back. Rolls Drew over. 1, 2. Just a 2. Driving the wind out of McIntyre is Keno. Sends him off the ropes. Drops him with a huge forearm. Back up top. Double stomp to the chest this time. That looked a little low. 1, 2. Drew out again. Keno counters. Not the second time. Gutbuster across the knee by McIntyre. Keno able to counter now into the ankle lock.
Give up.
Ankle lock by Keno.
Give up.
Starting to come back in these past 5 minutes. Looking for that knockout shot. Are both of these gentlemen. You know, McIntyre would love to hit that Claymore. Oh! Suplex slam. What strength by Keno. I don't know if that's quite what he was going for, but it's what he ended up with. Oh! Another gutbuster. Back and forth they go. Neither man giving an inch. Punches and kicks. Kicks win. Shinbreaker from Drew halts the momentum of Keno. Catching his breath now. Keno providing more fight than he was thinking as we're heading towards 20 minutes here now. Didn't think it was last much more than 10. Oh, ducks the clothesline, does Drew. Unable to capitalize, though. Both men bump noggins and they're down. Drew up first. Air raid crash. Big clothesline to Keno. Drew can't get any more momentum than 2 moves in a row. PK! Rolls him over. Keno electing not to go for the cover. Roll up by Drew. That'll do it. Drew McIntyre. With that roll ups are deadly. Hey Rocco, what's going on? Nice to see you. You're having a good day. Drew McIntyre just had a great day. They're 2-1 in the GWA ring. And there you go. Had a great match. With Keno from Noah. No losers there. I know Keno technically lost the match, but they just raised their international stock right there. Wowzers. Yeah. That match raised us back a whole percent. We lost 5% between these two, but that brought us back a whole percent right there. Let's keep that momentum rolling as we have ourselves a matchup for the GWA Tag Team Championships coming up next. The leader of Camp Firefly, Bray Wyatt, and their right-hand man, Darby Allin, the Tag Team Champions, putting the belts on the line against the odd couple of Tetsuya Naito and Brock Lesnar. A case of 2 wrongs, hoping to make a right. Walk out of here with the tag team straps. Mr. Bigfoot, the official on record. We are underway. Bray Wyatt, Tetsuya Naito, starting things off. Ooh, blocks that huge forearm off the ropes, does Bray. You'd think his mask would be able to absorb the blow, but he blocked it with his arms. And just clubbering Naito down. As we said, 2 wrongs making a right as it relates to Tetsuya Naito and Lesnar. Not the friendliest or most teamwork-oriented individuals in the GWA locker room, but put them on the same squad, and their double negative attitude tends to turn into a positive in terms of tag team success. So that's why they're here challenging the champions in this event tonight, as we see Brock Lesnar, the Beast Incarnate, for the first time against The Fiend, at least tonight. Ooh. 2 meaty men smacking meats. That's Brock Lesnar trying to look for that off-ramp to Suplex City. Oh no, just grabbing a choke here. Just a front neck lock there. Bodied the scissors. Bray Wyatt now mixing things up, getting Darby Allin involved. This should amuse Brock Lesnar. Having to fight off Darby Allin, who quickly applies an armbar. I don't know if you want to match submissions with the Brock, but it is a good idea to probably take a limb or 2 away from the big man. Trading blows now is Darby Allin with Brock Lesnar. Yeah, Brock easily winning that exchange. Had enough of Darby for the moment, at least. See a Naito involved. Back to the armbar from Darby. Seems to be a strategy early. Try to take an arm out of a guy like Brock. Can't quite hit you with those suplexes if he can't lock you tightly enough. As you see Naito just working the throat of Darby Allin in the corner. His boot across the throat there. And again, back to the arm. Darby Allin seeming having an arm-focused offensive strategy in this one. Maybe Bray Wyatt was whispering in his ear. Not his usual tactic at the very least. Oh dear. As he's there belly to bellied by Brock Lesnar. Crowd sort of sitting on this one with bated breath, sort of waiting for something truly inspiring or unexpected to happen. Nice double suplex there from Wyatt and Allin to Brock. That woke up the crowd a little bit. Brock versus The Fiend in a Firefly Funhouse would probably be wild. Yeah, I don't know that they got much interaction. I'm just trying to think of that, like when Brock left and then Bray transformed into this version of The Fiend. Did they get a lot of, like, did they interact at all? Can't quite remember. But like a pre-recorded, like one of their cinematic Firefly Weirdo matches with Brock would be real fun. For sure. Yeah, I can't remember if they've ever, like, done anything with, like, this version. Like, because Brock's a monster, like a beast, and has, like, ridiculous, you know, resilience, let's say, like in the terms of a wrestling match. But then you look at a guy like The Fiend Bray Wyatt, and they've made him essentially like impervious to a lot of things. It'd be an interesting one. I bet you Brock would win, and Bray wouldn't have a problem putting him over.
Give up.
Company guy that he is. You can see Naito in there against Bray at the moment. Trying to work a knee bar. Bray has enough of it, and in comes Darby Allin against Naito. Mind you, that might be what Naito wanted in the first place. Always the size mismatch when Darby Allin is in there with you. You always have the size and strength advantage, but you cannot discount the tenacity, the heart, the athleticism, the ingenuity of a Darby Allin, who will hurtle his body at you from every direction in order to put his opponent down and out. No move so successful as his finishing maneuver, where he hurtles himself backwards off the top rope onto his opponent. The coffin drop, as he's now dropped with that double power bomb by Lesnar and Naito, and almost put away, as you see Bray Wyatt just sort of waiting on the sidelines, as he's oft seen doing in these tag matches. Could have been it, as we've barely passed 12 minutes. Oh my goodness me! Not even past 12 minutes, excuse me. What power from Darby Allin there, able to body slam the beefy Brock Lesnar. Oh dear, gets belly to belly for his troubles. So many bees. Oh, and just punched in the head and dropped to the canvas is Darby Allin, who quickly tags out to Bray after luring Brock Lesnar into the red corner. Oh, Rocco, you know what? That is something I'm looking to implement in the second version of the GWA. I would put the, hey, bet your channel points on stuff, but unfortunately I honestly don't know how to do that. Sorry. I know we've been doing this forever, but that is something I'm definitely going to be adding in the second generation. I've got a couple weeks to figure a few things out. That amongst them. Yeah, just for funsies. For sure, I'm going to implement that in G2. For sure. I should have been doing it all along, if I'm honest. That's just one of the ways that I'm hoping that the second generation of the GWA becomes more interactive. I'm hoping to put like fan polls for like a week before. Who deserves a title shot sort of thing. But it's going to take a little while to build the roster and stuff again. So we'll get there. But channel point betting is something that for sure, duly noted. Thanks very much. Thanks for sticking with me. We'll get there. Oh dear, big British fall to Bray outside, who's currently, there's an attempt at a double team by both members of Camp Firefly. Meanwhile, Brock Lesnar, much like a Bray Wyatt before him, content to wait on the apron while his partner Tetsuya Naito fends off both members of the tag team champions. Brock, you do realize you are contending for these belts, right? And your partner kind of needs your help. It is a partnership, is a tag team championship. Again, two wrongs, trying to make it right. With Naito and Brock teaming together. Code Red by Darby Allin to Tetsuya Naito. And now he's hit with a mandible claw on the floor. Nothing the ref can do until Naito breaks out of his own accord. Oh, and then Bray Wyatt immediately grabs a chair to continue the punishment. Brock Lesnar, what is it going to take for you to jump off the apron and help out your partner here, buddy? As Naito is now mercifully rolled back into the ring, where he's immediately punched in the ding-dong. Darby Allin tagged in. Naito unaware as he tries to roll up Bray Wyatt. Now he knows. British fall to to Darby. Naito back to his feet, runs to the corner to get Brock involved. Runs to the corner. Perhaps Brock was just trying to be as fresh as possible on the apron for that hot tag, but not making the most of it, as Darby Allin able to continue the offensive advantage for Camp Firefly, befuddling the beast at this current moment as we're heading towards 20 minutes gone in this one. Huge DDT there from Darby Allin. Brock's not going to let him have two in a row. Oh, just clubbing him down. Taking him clubbing on his way to Suplex City. As you hear the official announcement, we passed 20 minutes now. Brock sending Darby off the ropes. Nice exploder there into the ropes. Tried to throw him over, but didn't quite get enough of it. Oh, Darby obliges by just tossing Brock out of the ring. Cuts off Naito with a DDT. Darby fitting up both challengers, but Naito trips them. Right after he sends Brock off the ropes, allowing the challengers to tag fresh. Oh, and now Darby running back to his corner. So we have Naito and Bray Wyatt as your legal fighters in this one. Drops Naito in the corner. Does Bray with his version of a Uranagi. Naito immediately tags in Brock. I don't think Naito has much left in the tank whatsoever after that extended 2-on-1 beatdown outside the ring that Brock just sort of watched happen. We all watched happen, including Naito's tag partner. Huge clothesline there from Bray. Settles that strike battle. Off the ropes. Big exploder from Lesnar. Trying to keep his head above water here. Oh, there. Oh, didn't quite get much on that German. Normally likes to toss his opponents out of the ring with that. Able to rip off a couple of suplexes, though, as Brock to maintain his advantage. Trying to get something going on Bray. Bray sends him off the ropes, though. Oh, Brock powers through that headbutt attempt by Bray, who scurries back to his corner to get Darby Allin involved. Double powerbomb to Brock. Darby going up. Coffin drop. Into the cover. 1, 2. Naito breaks it up at 2. Bray not running defense for Darby Allin, who gets Germaned out of the ring by Brock. As Bray looks on from the apron like wowzers. Or yowie, wowie, zowie? Whatever he used to say there. So now both challengers trying to work on Darby Allin, doing his best to fend them off. Now it's Bray's turn to just hang out. Oh wait, oh wait. Everybody's back in the ring now. Code red to Naito, but it's useless because Brock's the legal man. Boom, another big suplex there from Brock. Scurrying back to his corner to get Naito involved. Drop kick to the back of the knee there from Naito. Gets drop-toed for his troubles. Darby able to scramble back and get Bray Wyatt involved. Here comes the Fiend. A reminder that he can put his mandible claw onto anyone at any time. Naito with a low drop kick after the inverted atomic drop. Nice enziguri there from Naito. Pulls Bray up. Off the ropes he comes. Another low drop kick. Gets Bray involved. Enziguri drops the Fiend. Bray says he's got, or excuse me, Brock says he's got left in the tank, or a lot left in the tank. Let's see if he can prove it. Nicely done. Now he got the power on that belly to belly to send Bray to the floor. Naito going nuts in the corner there. Oh, and a mandible claw to Brock on the floor. Luckily Naito's there to break it up. Now both teams are moving. Now both teams are helping each other out. Whoa! Throwing belly to belly. Trying to toss Darby Allin back into the ring and away from the fight is Brock Lesnar. British fall to Bray Wyatt from Naito, and now a double power bomb to Darby Allin. So many people, so many things, so many moves. As we approach 30 minutes in this one, you see how Brock holding Bray Wyatt for that chair shot by Naito. Oh, suplex slam. Now Bray's got a chair. Can't have one in the ring. Got to count to 5 to get rid of it. Does it 3 and then it's thrown out of the ring once more. Now Brock going to work on Darby Allin in the ring. Not quite going how he wants it to. Double drop down from Darby, a third. And then the two men just butt heads in the ring. Everybody's down. Everybody's up. Snap suplex to Brock from Darby. Brock and Bray are legal. Uranagi. Darby tag back in. Brock is running on fumes here. Scampers back to his corner to get Naito tagged into the matchup. Darby Allin fends them off. This match could end at any moment. Nice suplex onto the chair by Tetsuya Naito to Darby Allin. Trying to rip his face off. At least get that face paint off, I guess. Darby not taking too kindly to it. Slugging it out. Drop kick. Everybody looking on, and that'll do it. Brock and Bray just content to chill out. Darby Allin, after that flurry of offense, ending with the drop kick, dims the lights of Tetsuya Naito for the 3 count. At a 99 percentile, I'll take it. I'll take it. Crazy. Crazy. Just chilling. Well, it was the combination of those kicks beforehand and then that huge drop kick to the chest. Yeah, downed him just enough. He had to hook that leg too. Always hook the leg. Drove the wind out of him. You can't kick out if you can't breathe. Tetsuya Naito was too busy trying to catch his breath to be able to roll his shoulder. And yeah, title defense. 30 minutes plus. It's hilarious. They just, Brock Lesnar and Bray Wyatt just like watched like, oh, that's neat. Oh, drop kick. Let's see what happens here. All right. We only have 2 matches to go, and one of them is for the #1 contendership to, let's say, oh, you know, the Stardom Championship, currently held by Asuka, who won that belt from Miro last week. We're going to see who's in this one. I know Miro is involved in this tag team matchup for a chance to get back into the good graces of the championship committee and get themselves a Stardom Championship title match. Currently, for Team Red, for Team Blue, is Naomichi Marufuji facing off against Daichi Hashimoto in the black, gold, and blue. And the blonde hair is Daichi. For Team Red, Daichi is joined by Josh Alexander and Roman Reigns on Team Red. And Naomichi Marufuji on Team Blue is joined by at least Miro, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure I booked Miro. And then 6th person we will introduce shortly. Just gotta get a little further across. There we go. Shane Taylor of Los Ricos. Shane Taylor, Miro, and Naomichi Marufuji against Roman Reigns, Daichi Hashimoto, and Josh Alexander. What a crazy matchup this is. As always, you're trying to win the match for your team, but if you are the individual who gets the deciding pinfall or submission, you become #1 contender in this case. The Stardom Championship currently held by Asuka. You're going to get that title shot. The December show, as this is the October show, and our November show is going to be exclusively 6-person matches. Stay tuned for that. Roman Reigns tagging in Josh Alexander now, the walking weapon, seeing action for the first time in this one. Formerly primarily a tag team competitor with partner Ethan Page in the North, sort of going their separate ways, mirroring their real life going their separate ways, being in different promotions now. As we take our first look at Miro, eager to get that Stardom Championship back. We lost to Asuka last month, in whom he won the belt from Roman Reigns, who is currently not currently across the ring from, but who's on the other team in this matchup, in that famous submission-only cage match where Roman Reigns doesn't have a submission in his moveset, and so could not win the match. Miro just had to wait. Had to wear him down. Much like this double powerbomb is going to wear Miro down. Daichi Hashimoto, as you see, in the black, blue, and gold, representing Dragon Dojo, son of legendary competitor Shinya Hashimoto, and also a practitioner of their deadly finishing maneuver, the dangerous DDT, as well as a plethora of kicks he employs to great effect, does Daichi Hashimoto. You're going to need a big guy like a Shane Taylor to absorb those blows, and in he comes, representing Los Ricos. Shane Taylor, famously put on the map in their GWA career by defeating Brock Lesnar for a title way back in the day. Really established themselves as a heavy hitter here. Also had some tag team success with Roman Reigns in prior years here. So a lot of history in this one. Nice underhook belly to belly using his opponent's own weight against him as Roman Reigns to get Shane Taylor there, or Shane Taylor over there. And you're going to have to against a beefy boy like a Shane Taylor. Daichi going back to work now. Nice kick to the back of the head there. Into an armbar. It's not flashy, but it's effective. And the overall goal is to win the match. Shane trying to muscle his way back to the blue corner. Doing a pretty good job. And we are set back to the pair that we started the matchup with, Naomichi Marufuji for Team Blue and Daichi Hashimoto for Team Red, hilariously adorned in the opposite color of their squad, which is fun to notice once you've actually booked the match. Shiranui out of the corner, into the cover for Marufuji, 2! Almost does it. Going old school was Marufuji there, their initial finisher. Back when they were exclusively a junior heavyweight, when they first broke into Noah, Shiranui out of the corner almost puts Hashimoto down. He needs some time to recover, so he scurries back to his corner and gets Josh Alexander tagged into the match, who immediately spins and hits his turning tombstone into the cover. 1, 2, no! Marufuji out! A couple of near falls after a couple of vicious finishing maneuvers there, and Marufuji has to retreat to the corner. Miro tagged in. Miro versus Alexander, and Miro elects to slow things down with a face lock. At least momentarily, as Alexander's partners are quickly into the matchup to break up that submission attempt. Oh, double underhook pile driver! Dead center in the middle of the ring! Marufuji in to break it up. Miro able to fight on. Into the game over! Immediately into the game over! Oh, and Hashimoto this time saving things for his team. Back and forth they go. Meanwhile, Alexander tags into Roman Reigns. I don't know if Miro's aware. They are now. Big double powerbomb. Off the ropes goes Reigns. You know what he's going for. Big Superman punch. It's going to be one of two things, guys. A punch or a hug. That mid-hug. Interesting strategy there by Miro, going for a cover off of that. Nice double powerbomb aiding. Miro is Shane Taylor and Marufuji. But Reigns able to fight his way free, hit that nice suplex to get back to an even keel. Miro back to the blue corner. Shane Taylor tag back in. Oh, almost decapitates Roman Reigns with that clothesline. 1, 2, no! Just rolls the shoulder to Reigns. Try to send Shane Taylor off the ropes, nothing doing. Bowls him over that time, though. Absorbs that huge clothesline and tells Shane Taylor to bring it on. Tribal Chief looking to exert his muscle here. Oh, does so with a huge exploder suplex to Shane Taylor. Off the ropes he sends him. Big Samoan drop. A lot of Roman Reigns' offense relies on the momentum of his opponent. Tags in Josh Alexander. Huge tag team powerbomb. Taylor able to recover enough to hit that suplex, dropping Alexander. Taylor up first. Taylor back down. Oh. Oh! Huge clothesline. Flips Josh Alexander over, but wrong side of the ring. Team Red able to break it up. Then the fight continues as we're cresting 20 minutes. Nice. Backdrop there. Into the turning tombstone from Alexander. What power, but Shane Taylor's right back up. Oh. Josh was going for something, but Taylor able to just power his way down. Just muscling his way to the canvas there. Taylor fights his way free. Miro is tagged back in as Josh Alexander has to recover. This thing really heating up. TKO to Miro. Alexander rolls him over. 2. Oh, Taylor broke it up. Taylor able to break that up. Game over. Game over on Alexander. Oh, that's it. That's it. Miro earns the rematch. Miro, Asuka 2. Coming your way on our December show. Yeah. Ooh, not very entertaining. Oh well. Yeah, that's, I tell you, once you get around the 20-minute mark, a major submission being applied, especially with people being worn down as much as they are, they get real deadly. Especially if your teammates are having to get in and out of the ring to tag up. Like, you have to, if you break up a pin and then something happens right away, like another pin attempt or a submission like you just saw there, you have to leave the ring to tag up to get back into the ring to then attempt to break up that pin or submission. So Miro, having full knowledge of that, just slapped in that submission quickly after that other pin attempt, so that, you know, Shane Taylor's or whomever's tag team partners couldn't tag up in time to make the save. As you saw, Daichi Hashimoto coming in right at the end to fend off Marufuji, who unfortunately didn't make it in time. Miro earning themselves the title shot against Asuka. That'll be a heck of a rematch. Cool. All right, it's time for our main event. We have the GWA champion of the world, Finn Balor, the leader of the Demon Club, taking on the #1 contender, the leader of the industry, the Hollywood hunk, Jack Howard, who earned this opportunity in their own #1 contendership tag match just last week. We'll see who goes into the final show of GWA Generation 1, proudly carrying the banner as our heavyweight champion. Let's get down to the ring and see what's what. As always, the senior official here in the GWA, Mr. Bigfoot, calls for the bell as you see Finn Balor in full demon regalia, your reigning and defending GWA champion of the world, against Hollywood hunk Jack Howard, riding that wave of momentum with their recent run at the GCW title, wherein they defeated every member of the Demon Club to defend that belt before eventually losing it to Xavier Woods. We'll see if Jack Howard can continue their dominance over the Demon Club whilst facing their leader now. What's going on, Juice? Nice to see you, buddy. Let's get hydrated. Hope you're having a good one, Pally. Whoop. Yeah, it has to be like a certain length. It has to be like certain things have to happen. There have to be like, I guess, a certain number of either momentum swings, because I've had a squash match get like high 80s. A certain number of momentum swings, a certain number of like fighting spirit shown. I don't know the numbers of how they get to those percentages, but yeah, for sure. If you put on like a 6-person tag and it goes like 25-30 minutes, you're pretty much guaranteed something in the high 90s, just because of all the stuff that happens in a match and the fans just going goo goo gaga. Getting all, wrestle baby on it. Neither of these two men can be accused of being a wrestle baby. It's my worst segue ever. As we have Finn Balor and Jack Howard going at tooth and claw in this one. Huge main event spine buster, and this your main event from Jack Howard. But Finn Balor able to shrug it off. Been a long time coming, has it been, for Finn Balor to climb back to the top of the GWA mountain. They were a champion for us early on, and then only now have they finally reclaimed the GWA title. Jack Howard looking to make that a very short reign with moves like that throwing German suplex, launching Finn Balor across the ring. Nice short on clothesline. Howard seems to be setting him up. Nice snap brainbuster there from Finn Balor. I was going to say Jack Howard seems to be setting him up for a cradle power driver, a package power driver. That's the one. There's so many variations out of the corner, but Finn Balor with a 1916, Finn Balor with that elbow combination, Finn Balor with that springboard missile drop kick, saying no sir to Jack Howard to this point. TKO now to Balor. Back and forth they go. Not a lot of pin attempts, as we see one here, but too close to the ropes. Most squashes like 70 to 80. Yeah, somewhere around there. Oh, knife edge chop to the back of the neck of Jack Howard. Drops into the canvas, but Finn Balor unable to follow up. Gets brainbustered and then dropping fist drop to the hoo-ha. Right in the mommy daddy button. For Jack Howard, who tells Finn Balor to bring it on. Crowd getting behind him. Both of these guys technically heels, but begrudging respect for the caliber of athlete that a Hollywood hunk Jack Howard is. A lot of success here in the GWA throughout their tenure. Now dragging Finn Balor away from the center of the ring. That's usually, he likes to package pile drive people from the corner toward the center of the ring, so we'll see if that's his strategy here. Finn Balor says that's it. Gutbuster across the knee. Gets dropped with a DDT, but rolls right through to Finn Balor. Champion doing his best to try to establish dominance here. Coup de grace is a good way to do it. Hooks the leg deep. 1, 2. Out at 2 is Jack Howard. Just past 10 minutes. Package ball driver. Dropping Finn on his head. Drags him away from the ropes into the cover. 1, 2, 3. Just like that. Jack Howard. Yeah, isn't it fun that Hollywood hunk Jack Howard had his nickname stolen by a real wrestler? I noticed that too. In one of the worst matches on the card, but still fun, we have ourselves a new GWA champion. The Hollywood hunk back on top of the mountain, and will defend that belt against I don't know whom on our December show in 2 weeks' time. Boom, 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 boom. Jack Howard and the industry looking strong now. In charge of the GWA title and the GWA 6-person belts, at least for now. Overall card rating, average card rating, 92%, 65,000 plus. Thoroughly enjoyed their time here. I mean, there were some dipsy doodles. Started off strong, and a new Impact champion being crowned, and just kept going from there. Okay, that's right, we have a new GWA champ. Havoc of Impact won the Impact belt back to Impact. Andrews won the Stardom belts. We got that away from Taka Michinoku in New Japan, and 72,000 people had a nice time. That's $7 million at the gate. Making it rain. Making it rain. Oh, Humberto Carrillo is the WWE Junior Champion. I want to say Sammy Guevara and Santana won the AEW tag belts. Candice LeRae and Bobby Fish won the NXT tag belts. And then Allison Kay apparently is the new NWA Heavyweight Champion of the world. Not to be outdone, or not to outdo Havoc winning the Impact belt. New Japan is interested in working with us? Well, too bad! Too bad, AEW. You don't want to work with us. You hate us. We are estranged in our relations with AEW because we done stole some of your talent. Here we go. Our penultimate show. Oh, okay. Alex? Who's Alex? Alex Zane, maybe. I think that's the only Alex we have. Okay, Zane wants a raise. Anybody else? Daniel Bryan wants a raise. You didn't even wrestle on the show. Naito wants a raise. See, that at least makes sense. Yeah, Brock left you hanging out to dry and you want a raise for it. I got it. Aleister Black was on a European show. Pulled in some solid ratings. Thanks. Alright, so let's do a little management before we retire this portion of the show for the day, or this portion of our broadcast. You were the only Alex on record here. You were barely making any money. Make a little bit more. You're welcome. And here, you're probably making a ton, Daniel Bryan. Man, you were our first signee, Daniel Bryan. There you go. Have all the monies. Who else? Naito. Naito. Oh, Trust is an S now. Nice. Wow, look at that popularity, too. Wowzers, look how much money you're about to make. Everyone gets max raise, because I only have 2 months left, so might as well make them happy. Okay, so everyone got their raises. Let me go back and do my training center maintenance like I like to do. Boink to boink. I'm so happy we got Impact their belt back, so we don't have to... I mean, we got them some good exposure by having them on our cards for a while, and then that match was amazing between AJ and Havoc. What a way to start our show. So hopefully they can build the momentum of Jessica Havoc being our new champion. I can't wait till the next gen, because I can't imagine that I'm going to be able to just repair everything easily. I feel like I'm going to have to make like crucial decisions like month to month on what I can repair and what I can't. Like this is just a sort of a cakewalk so far. How do we do merchandise wise? We blew all of it out, except for some of the goods, because I knew we wouldn't sell all of them. That's fine. Assorted merch with a stable logo. This to me is like sticker packs, you know, like air fresheners, all weird stuff that doesn't fit into these other categories. Just like the, you know, the little things that people make with just logos on it. All right, anything I need to do human resource wise? All our scouts are out. I don't need to offer any contracts. I did all consultations. I need to update my notes in terms of who the champions are and the challengers are. Nothing wrong with any of that. Okay. Because as I said, next month in the GWA, we're doing a one-night tournament for the 6-person belt, and it's going to be a heck of a time. It's going to be a heck of a time. And then on our final show in GWA Generation 1 in 2 weeks' time here on the broadcast, all the belts are going to be on the line. So that's going to be 9 title matches, and then I guess 1 extra match. All right. Maybe I can just bring in an extra person, like an extra title. I'll probably bring in the IWGP champion or something like that. All right. That's stuff to consider a couple weeks from now. For now, though, I am continuing down my heavyweight fighting road for New Japan Pro Wrestling. We are in the midst of G1. Is the great Googly Moogly. We're going to dominate the rest of this thing. Let's see how we're doing so far. We are 3 matches in. We have 5 matches to go. And we are 3-0 to the surprise of no one. We are in charge. Oh, it's us in the A bracket, and on the other side of things, only Okada and Kenny Omega can match up. That makes sense. We're clearly on the same ranking as them. Okay, here we go. Who do we got? Oh, Naito. Speaking of Naito, in a singles match against the great Googly Moogly, you poor fool. All right, you're going down. You poor fool. Again, I'm playing career mode on hard, and they won't give you a CPU difficulty higher than like 6, and it goes to 10. I was expecting like 8s, 9s, and 10s, or like 7s, 8s, 9s, and 10s the entire time I was doing this. Like on hard mode, in the main event of Wrestle Kingdom against like a Naito or an Okada or an Omega or whomever, would you not expect it to be maximum CPU difficulty? Like, what other time are you going to have, like, the pressure on you to perform? The stakes and the stage, both. As I just casually have my way with Tetsuya Naito for the duration of this matchup. Like, as things stand, you can't stop me. Like, I've stopped training this wrestler because I'm already too powerful. And I have, like, middle-of-the-road stats. It's just that human element to it, and not having the CPU difficulty reflect the fact that this should be a difficult path to stardom, as I'm playing the hard version of the fighting road. This, to me, would be like a medium difficulty. But this is as bad as it gets. That means that if you play this thing on easy, you are against, like, level 1 computer, and that's like they'll just stand there. They'll literally just stand there if you try to grapple them. Like, you can get into a grapple and just stay in the grapple until you decide to assign a move. Get out of the ring. Speaking of embarrassing. Your performance in this G1 is embarrassing, Naito. Can I do fire yet? Why can't I do mist? Why can't I do... There we go, oh my gosh. Oh, you walked into it though. Hang on. We're moving. Oh, you got the better of me there. Alright, I'll give you that. Get the better of my strike game. Oh, you're stuck now. Just pointed the foot into the midsection. Over and over. Right under the ribs. Right under the ribs. Breaking them. Get up. I'm waiting. Boom! Hiya! Okay. Oh, they hate me, but I don't care. Bring it. The great hero Tetsuya Naito. You are nothing to the Googly Moogly. Nothing. Just taking my time. Okay, let's see if I can hit you with your own move. Destino! Cover!
1, 2.
Oh, a 2 count with your own finish. Ooh. Pagans get rid of the back of the head. Dang. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Ooh. Trap kick to the mush. Fends it off, fends it off. Blunk. Googly salt! Oh, just kicks out. Just kicks out. Ooh. That was like a simple move they blocked there, too. Another one. Uh-oh. Get away, get away, get away, get away. Oof. Get out of here. I says. Googly salt. Get up there, get up there. Oh no. Oh. Interesting counter there. Hey, gorilla press flyer. And now the cutter version. Boom. What if you're only this far away? No way. There. Is that far enough away? That's far enough away. John Woo! Missed! Missed! You son of a gun! I gotta get something that... Ugh! Roll some over! Google us out! Oh, God! Ugh. Missed again. Missed again! Come on, Moogly Salt. It's me and you, Moogly Salt. For the victory! Got him. Story of every match. Ooh, 74. You basically fight until I can hit my moonsault. I mean, he kicked out a 1, so that was pretty good. Okay, I don't need to do anything. Yeah, I got maxed out a bunch of stuff, and my offense and defense is pretty good. I'm just gonna go ahead and leave. I don't need to change any of my moves. I'm good. Thanks, though. I'm just gonna go ahead and roll through the rest of the G1 without needing to improve myself. Because I believe... Oh, now it's just me and Okada as the only winners. Hang on. In my bracket, it's me and Takashi Iizuka leading the pack. That dirty cheat. Alright. I gotta fight Makabe. Poor guy. I feel bad. I feel bad. You've been my friend up to this point, Makabe. I'm so sorry about what I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna have to do it, though. Had to be dude. Had to be dude. Let me get you out of the ring. Oh dang. Brainbuster on the apron, and then you fall on the floor, or on that chair. Wow, how did I grab a chair from there? That was amazing! Nice weird submission. How did I grab that chair from the apron? That was dope. Really lay that count in too. Down you go. Oh, now you're trying to be tough, huh? Nice try. John Woo, cross the ring. Boom! Go, 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 go! Yeah, googly salt, go, 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 go! Oh. Almost got you in 3 minutes there, Chill. Bam! Spiky to the ground. Into the cover. Almost got him. Oh, missed.
Dear. Dear.
Ducked. Oh, dang. Yarg. Big drop kick. Puts him down. Googly salt. Got him. 4 minutes and 13 seconds. One of the worst matches in G1 history. Yikes. I don't think I need to train anymore. I'm already too deadly. My moonsault. My moonsault. Look at this. Just like that. I am now... Oh, me and Okada. Me and Okada running around with this thing. Okay, Tomohiro Ishii, let's go. You can really burn through the G1 when they just give it to you like match, 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 match without any talking in between. Okay. I've already won 5 of my 9 matches. Trying to bring it on home. Starting things off against Ishii. That's right, get out. Get out, I says. I can do this all day. Kick. Shove. I'm number 1, baby! Get up! Ichiban! Oh! Oh! Boom! Drops him. Up top. Move the salt. Missed. Up top. Move the salt. Missed. Too close. Break of the eyes. There we go. There we go. Even if I don't get the pin. Boom! At least I hit it. That's it. It's over. Now that I've hit it once, your days are numbered. I mean, they already were. Oh, yeah? Oh. I haven't won a strike battle in a while, though. Maybe I'm just not cut out for it, he says, as he wins a strike battle. John Woo! Wildly missed. Slap to the face! Book myself! Oh. Fine. I will steal your brain buster! Into the cover! 1, 2, no! I love that I know how to steal moves now. I know I can only do it once per match, but it's pretty dope. Moving cells. Oh, you fool. Why would you do... Alright, fine. Center of the ring. Come here. There you go. Tap out then. Tap out then. Oh. Have you had enough? Oh, you can hear the crowd starting to turn because of the damage I'm doing. Tomohiro Ishii. Twisting them around. Kiss my knee, fool. Kiss it. Kiss that knee. That'll do it. That'll do it. See, I'm not even a submission guy, and I only had to put my submission on the guy like a couple times. And I get 600 training points to be a deadlier fighter than ever before. That's okay. I don't think I need to improve. I don't think I need to improve. Oh, me against Ibushi. Let's check our ratings here. I am... Oh, I was going to say all alone, but nope. Me and Okada. Here we go. Alright, Coda. What's going on, buddy? Didn't see you in GWA this month. That happens sometimes. You used to be super... I don't think you were ever super popular in America, but elsewhere in the world for sure. Ooh. Oh, missed. Oof. That's right. Ugh. Step on your junk there. Junk step. What you doing? Get away, get away, get away. Uh-oh. Uh-oh for you, uh-oh for me. Oh! Oh, countered. That's what you get. I'm just gonna bang your head against the mat here. Boink, boink, boink. Oop, missed. Missed. Missed! Interesting, going for a cover. Let me try. What happens when I go for a cover so early? I got like a 1.5. Oop, oop, oop. Strike better! I win. Get up so I can kick you in the chest. Chest kick. Missed. All part of my plan. All part of my plan. Uh-oh, you're in for it now. Oh, almost got him. Just like that. Boom, 2 in a row. Oh, steals the Golden Star Powerbomb to put him away. Boom. 1, 2. No. Yeah. I'm just gonna do this. I'm just gonna keep slapping him and pinning him until he goes down. And it's just once more. I just slapped him in the face and pinned him. He knew better. He knew better than to get back up and continue fighting the great Googly Moogly. Now I'm trying to see the lowest percentage match I can possibly do. Face slap. And then I pinned him. In the G1, no less. What a reputation we're developing. He wins his matches, but it's just like he humiliates his opponents. I don't know what to think about it. How many more do we have? Is this it? 14, so I've done 7. I have 2 more matches. I am ahead of everybody in the G1. Who do I have to fight next? Who's left? Fale and Takashi Iizuka? Stuart. What's the next one? Okay. Takashi Iizuka. And then Bad Luck Fale. I've already been through the Meteor, what should have been the more competitive, star-driven portion of the G1 roster. Like, this guy is a joke. He's a comedy heel character that no longer wrestles. And Bad Luck Fale is just like a muscle guy that, or a muscle... Yeah, he's just like, I don't know, big, broody muscle guy that doesn't do much. At best, will like threaten for the never openweight championship. Like, certainly isn't in any danger of ever winning a G1. Is Bad Luck Fale. Can I bring this outside of me? Of course I can. Ugh. Bounce your head off this wood floor. I mean, you can see that my head's behind them, but whatever. No, you don't. No, you don't. Oh, blocked. Sit to the floor. Arg. Arg. Wah. Oh, more chairs. You got it. Sucker. Ugh. That's what you get. Try to bring chairs in. Iron Claw! Boom! That's it. That's their big move. They hit you with an Iron Claw. Which I have stolen from them, and they did not win with. Boom! Moogly Salt straight into the pin. Oh, just. Come here. I'm not going to reach that. That's too far. Get closer. Get up there. Okay, natural. Oh, dang. Oh, dang. Yarg. Get over here. 5 minutes deep. Cobra twist off the ropes. Come on, fool. Come on, fool. There it is. Now they're stuck. If I can reach you with my toes, you're going down. Until I run out of breath, I can just keep kicking you in the corner. Or until you fall over, whichever happens first. Like, these are things that the AI doesn't do. I guess it's just an exploit you can do as a player. Like, I've never had a computer person do this to me. Listen to the crowd. Ah, they're like horrified. Oh, dang, missed again. Thank you. Ah! Oh, just missed. Just missed. Whatever. Boom, spikes his head into the canvas. Drag him just where to the proper spot. Oh no, wrong way. There. Go, 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 go. Dang, nothing doing. Nothing doing. Let's do that then. I'll just magistral you for the win. 2. No! Here we go, here we go, here we go. Okay, got him set up. Let's get up there. Moogly Salt. Boom. Boom. There we go. Just under 9 minutes. Yar, the most dominant slash worst G1 competitor. He wins, but his matches, meh. They don't really fight back. They don't really fight back as they should. Okay. We're about to win the G1. I mean, we're at least about to get to the finals. Even if we lose this next match, no one can catch us. So it is us against Bad Luck Fale to go perfect in a G1, which never happens. Never happens. Nobody can stop the great Googly Moogly. You're right, GR. You got it. It's because of this specifically. CPU level 5. It goes up to 10. This is only at half. Like, it's essentially... I don't know. It's not even playing on easy. It's just playing on... eh. If I didn't do anything... Here, I'm going to not do anything for a bit. Here. I'm just going to try to kick out. If he makes a pin attempt. Other than that, I'm just going to chill. See what happens. For the first 5 minutes. For the first 5 minutes of the match. I'm just going to kick out of pin attempts if there are pin attempts. And then after that, we'll start to come back and see what happens. Oh. I mean, obviously I'm going to break submission attempts too. So I'm going to break pin and submission attempts. That's it. Alright. Anything else? Almost at a minute and a half now. Just letting it happen. Just going to let Bad Luck Fale have a real good 5 minutes here. And then fight our way back. See what happens. See if we can do it, or if they just destroy us. Countered that without doing anything. Ducked that without doing anything. Doing all right. Halfway through this little experiment. Uh-oh. Okay. 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 Yep. Sure. Down I go. Oof. Down I go again. Oh! Countered that. Oops. Hit a button. My fault. My fault. Okay. Off the ropes. Big side slam. Minute and a half to go. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh, I got up before he could do anything. I didn't hit anything. I'm not doing anything for the strike battle. I'm just gonna let it happen. Down I go. Okay, 1 minute until I can start fighting back. Hope I make it. It's not the worst thing in the world if I lose this match either. Choke slam! Into the big pin! It's over! Oh, out at 2. Uh-oh, uh-oh. No way I can survive 2. No way I can survive 2. Oh, just out! And it's 5 minutes gone, so I can start fighting back now. The CPU juice is at 5. I'm playing on hard mode down Fighting Road, so you would think if like the last match of the G1, it would be like 8s, 9s, and 10s, but it never goes higher than like 5 or 6. So to a Fire Pro vet like me, it might as well be on 1. You know what I mean? So other than my spending the first 5 minutes not fighting back, I can't really get much out of my opponents, other than like, you know, different looking punching bags, depending on who I'm in the ring with. Yeah, weird, eh? Because, like, if you go on easy, it's like the range is like 1, 2, 3. So I was thinking, okay, so you would think range 1 to 3 over the course of an easy Fighting Road / season. You would go medium, 4, 5, 6, hard, like 7, 8, 9. To me, that just like real easy lines in the sand to draw in terms of CPU difficulty, but this one starts at the 4, and I think gets as high as a 6 in the main event of Wrestle Kingdom. And my thing is, that you gotta have it on 10 if you're main eventing Wrestle Kingdom, for crying out loud. You know what I'm saying? Boom, down he goes. And he's in position for the Moogly Salt. Oh, so close. Crowd's getting into this one, though. Knocks him down. Moogly Salt, numero dos. Oh, another kick out. Another big kick out. This one's going to be too close to the ropes. Crits him, though. He knocks him out with a Moogly Salt. Missed to the face. Oh, wait, I can steal one of his moves. Here we go. Choke slam! Pinned him with his own finish. Oh, the PS2. Heck no. Been playing this series since the original Game Boy, when it was a Game Boy title released in North America called HAL Wrestling. That's an actual Human or Fire Pro game back when it was made by Human. From there, it was emulated on. The next thing I did was while we were in high school, Super Nintendo emulator, and then a English ROM translation for the Super Fire Pro Wrestling X Premium for Super Nintendo. That's the one that really got me into the series. Okay, beat you with your own move to round out the last block fight in the G1, and now it's on to the finals. G1 finals. I think I'm going to cut it a little early after our finals today. I have a promo I need to record for a UFC fight tomorrow. I have some cat stuff I need to do. I got some other maintenance that needs to happen. This also seems like a good note to go out on. Let's go ahead and dominate the G1 and then scoot. Oh yeah, the GBA, like Final Fire Pro, when they finally did that first one for GBA. That one was dope. Yeah, that one was awesome too. Okay, so the G1 tournament is a grueling series of intense matches held in the summer heat. I defeated everyone in Bracket A to make it to the finals and left my mark along the way. I certainly did. I dominated everybody to leave my mark. Kenny Omega, the ultimate foreign wrestler, took B bracket. It's funny you should mention the old GBA one, because as I was mentioning, Juice, earlier in this one, this Fire Promoter mode wouldn't exist without Final Fire Pro Wrestling 2 in the States, the second GBA title, where they put this mode in it and then took it out of the North American version. And the Fire Pro fans were so like, WTF, that they translated the Fire Promoter mode into English so that they could play it on their ROMs. One of the best in the business, going a full 60 minutes against the champ Kazuchika Okada for the IWGP Championship at Dominion. So it's me against Kenny. Me against Kenny. The Cleaner, Kenny Omega. Oh, with his old theme. Bully, 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 bully. Here we go. And now comes Kenny. He took the skills he polished wrestling on the indie circuit to Japan, where he eventually joined New Japan Pro Wrestling and shot to the top. Yep, first starting as the Cleaner, went his way through the junior division and then graduated heavyweight and ascended that easily. His finishers, the One-Wigged Angel and V-Trigger, have earned him an impressive record, along with respect from his Japanese peers. He has speed, power, stamina, and technique. On top of that, he's not afraid to get his hands dirty. It's like he has no weaknesses. How do I win against him? I think he'll do okay. Believe in yourself, Googly Moogly. I don't even know where to start. We're going to start by punching him in the face. You pace and panic as the minutes tick down to your match. All the while, his theme song's playing. Oh, please move to the entrance. Sure. Here we go. If I win G1, I can have a shot at the title like I've always dreamed of. First things first, I need to win. I can figure out the rest afterward. Here we go. Crowd roars in excitement. Roar. Moogly moogly, they say. No holding back. Kenny, you better be ready for what I got in store for you. Yeah. Yeah. I am psyched. Now this, the finals of G1 against Kenny Omega. Ooh, CPU level 6. Now we're getting serious. No sell the chain wrestling. I might do it. Get out of here, Kenny. No. No, you leave me alone. No, you stay over there. Stay. Over. Ha. Oh. Slap me, will you? I wrinkle your eyes. Geek. 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 Blocked him. Back to the eyes. Yeah, kick to the ding dong. That's right. Foot to the balls, Kenny. Foot to the balls. Welcome to New Japan. Welcome to the great Googly Moogly. Enjoy your foot to the balls. Oh. Whoa, whoa. Into the cover. Oof. Let's try that again. For reals this time. There we go. I don't care if you avoid it, just let me get the shate attempt off. Whoa, countered the Snapdragon. Whoa, ho, ho, ho. Got out of that. Kenny. Big old gorilla press. Ugh. Yeah, number one. Into that cover. We're gonna pin Kenny with a slap in the middle of, or in the finals of the G1. It's gonna be great. Back to the chest. Trying to slap the hair off my chest. No. Kenny wins again. Oh dear. Oh dear. Ugh. Steve Keek to the back. Not on my watch. You can tell if I do a move successfully because I make noise. I make noise at every single one of my moves. So that's how I know if I've done them right. If I don't make noise, it's about to get countered. A little pro tip for you Fire Pro players out there. Get away, Kenny. Get away. Fast and furious. Oh no! Get away! Trying to get some space here. Oh, oh, oh! Moogly salt! Oh. That was gonna be it. That was gonna be it. Boom! Spiked. Get him over here. Get him over here. Pin that man. Figure 4 jackknife cover. 2 counts. Off the ropes. Let's slow things down a little bit. Oh, missed. Let's try again. Let's try again. Try to duck underneath. Yeah, stare at them ropes. Oh, they're too close. Oh, you lured me in. You suckered me in, Kenny. Oh, Trixie. Ugh. Trixie boy. Oh. I can steal the one-winged angel, I just realized. Or whatever I'm going to steal when I do it. Oh my god, can I pin you with your own move? Kenny? Ugh. Let me just bat you across the ring here. Ugh. Yeah! 4 in a row, let's go for 5. Oh my god! Boom! Inverted Rana! Pin that man! It's over! Oh. Fine, center of the ring. Dang it! Here comes, here comes. Ichiban, Great Googly Moogly, about to steal the one-winged angel. Dang it! Dang it! Maybe I have to do it from behind. Yeah. Dang it! Here it is! That's not it! That's not it! Double underhook pile driver, though. That's not too shabby. Get up there. Moogly salt for the G1!
1, 2, 3.
Woo! Woo! Couldn't beat Okada in 60 minutes, huh? Got a bunch of training points. The crowd is riled up like never before.
It's fun being different if you have a healthy attitude.
Thanks, buddy. They are riled up. They are furious. The great Googly Moogly won as he did. Crowd roars. Rawr. Moogly Moogly. My first G1 climax and my first time to take the championship. I've secured my spot among the New Japan Pro Wrestling greats. That's right. Undefeated in the G1. Everybody's talking about the great Googly Moogly. Kenny Omega was way out of my league, but somehow I came away victorious. The closest Kenny Omega got to being a threat to me during that match was almost hitting me with a Snapdragon that I countered, and then I immediately went on the attack and destroyed them. Congratulations on winning the G1 Climax. Thanks. You made history by winning the G1 in your first appearance. How do you feel? Tired. It's absolutely amazing, and I'd like to thank all of my supporters in the arena. I couldn't have done it without you. Thank you. What was that little wobble for? They once again roar. Moogly Moogly, they say. Winning the tournament has earned you the right to headline Wrestling Kingdom. It's Wrestle Kingdom, but that's okay. How do you feel? Still tired? It's definitely an honor, but can I be honest for a moment? A hush falls over the arena as thousands hang on your every word. A long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away, I vowed to challenge one man in particular, and after my victory today, now is the time. Whispers fill the arena. Who could he possibly be talking about? Who amongst the New Japan faithful could he possibly be referring to? I don't know. I do not know. Let us find out together! Tanahashi! The crowd roars in excitement. Tanahashi, would you do me the honor of fighting me for the Intercontinental title? I don't get Okada? I beat everybody. Everybody! And I want Tanahashi and not Okada. This is me. This is our flashback on our relationship with Tanahashi. I hope you be the kind of wrestler who inspires excitement and courage in your audience. Perhaps one day we'll stand together and shout our love for this sport and our fans, Googly. Okay, Tanahashi, don't make it weird. I just want to fight you. Of course. I'm in this as long as you'll have me. As Go Ace plays in the background. Roar! As if you've been waiting for this moment, Tanahashi appears in the ring to a thunderous welcome from the crowd. So, this tournament is in August, and I am now building toward Wrestle Kingdom the following January against Tanahashi. I don't know what I have to do to even challenge Okada. Like, I've destroyed everybody. Do I need to lose to someone? I don't know if I'm truly worthy of this challenge yet, but please fight me for the belt. You reach your hand out toward Tanahashi. Spit in it. Spit in it. Pooey. Silence engulfs the arena. Once again, in anticipation. It'd be my pleasure. Tanahashi reaches out for a firm handshake. The crowd roars in excitement. Moogly Moogly. Tanahashi, Tanahashi, Tanahashi. Tanahashi has accepted to challenge Moogly for the title, says the announcer. Sets off another roar. Thank you so much, Tana. I'll make this the best fight the world has ever seen. I don't know if I'm going to be able to fulfill that part of it, but I'm going to beat the crap out of you. You're the G1 champ. I'm the Intercontinental champion. Sounds like an even matchup to me. Nope. I want the big belt. How do I get Okada? Tanahashi. A championship match is on another level than these league matches. Just because we fought before, don't think that means you know my full strength. Oh, that's Tana trying to intimidate me? Oh, don't think you know my full strength. I'm going to throw you all over that ring. Sir, this is a Wendy's. Upstart. That must be great Googly Moogly in Japanese. Challenges Tanahashi. Never in my wildest dreams would I have imagined winning the G1 and challenging the Intercontinental Champion. Yeah, I would have imagined challenging the IWGP Champion, but not that one. Tanahashi has supported me my entire career, and now I get to fight my New Japan Pro Wrestling idol for a belt. This can't be real. Maybe if I make it into Chaos, I can fight Okada. It's just, I keep making it to the, I'm in the main unit, and obviously Tanahashi is like the top of the main unit. I pat myself on the back, but I'm too sore. I gotta keep the Big Mo rolling. Gotta keep this momentum going. Off we go to training, which I have 10,000 training points, and I don't need to invest in anything, because I am a monster. I am a monster. And so I shall leave them alone. Okay, I'm going to save that, and that's going to be where we drop off for the day. As good a point as any to say toodaloo with. So let me just hit this smooth little bouton to get myself front and center so I can thank everybody for watching, no matter where or when you are. Thank you. Wishing everybody chill vibes and for the moment non-contact high fives. If you find yourself in possession of a plethora of positive energy, please share it if you can spare it. And don't forget about your old pal, the Silent G, Rad Gnarly, saying so long for now. We'll be back Friday afternoon at 2 p.m. finishing touches on our time in Rapture with Bioshock. Until then, TTFN. Now, I reinstalled this application to my Stream Deck. Let's see if I can properly raid Dorkchop with a simple press of a bouton. First, I bring them up here, and then I hold this down here. Thanks very much for hanging out, GR. Oh, there it goes. Now it's working. All right. Thanks very much, everybody. Hopefully I see you tomorrow. And if not, either way, ta-ta for now.